That's a record. Design and good music.
What are you doing?
I'm recording piece of shit.
Why are you recording me and commentating, you piece of shit?
Living comic-y.
No, now I have to put the whole act on.
You don't need to.
Because now the stage is here.
Yeah, be yourself.
Hi,
this is why I didn't really want to have this.
Yeah, this is why. You don't have to raise your tempo of your voice to prove a point, but you can always still keep your own tempo, you know?
It's my tempo.
I told my mother this for years, but she never listened.
While we dancing out these wrong rules, slipping me and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent humans, and I hope that we be equal. While we dancing out these wrong rules, slipping me and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent humans, and I hope that we be equal.
I love how we try to ignore our problems. Time's not on our side, so why the fuck you speaking jargon? Am I jogging your memory, or you just high on ecstasy? Don't listen to this melody. I feel like the relics like L&D, but that's not relevant. Stop playing with too many elements. Man, that's the size of your melon head when you're felling it. Well done, that's a talent, kid. Please help me find my decency. I lost it along the way, or maybe I didn't have a kid. Suppose I gotta go back to this drawing board and look at my options. Like a locksmith in production, waiting for when lunches. Got a hunch, kid, that we're gonna rule this world in money. Yeah, see greed dripping from your eyes is stunning, yeah. Well, don't you motivate the kids and kick the dirt out? Instead you lead the herd that doesn't give a shit into a burnout. Turns out this is how my story goes and ends. In the backseat with my friends, might have swerve out.
While we dancing out those wrong rules, slipping me and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent humans, and I hope that we be equal. While we dancing out those wrong rules, slipping me and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent humans, and I hope that we be equal. We're checking sketchy cause we getting it. It's last rounds at the bar, looking empty for the dirty kids. I'm happy that we flipped it, kicked it cause we do it so well. We got each other, my brother, and you know I mean it. It's kinda crazy if you ask, more like a stroke of genius. From being arrested in town and almost losing mothers, and the chick from Botswana almost destroyed our lives. Good vibes, don't mind, we survived both of those times. We're checking sketchy cause we getting it. It's last rounds at the bar, looking empty for the dirty kids. I'm happy that we flipped it, kicked it cause we do it so well. We got each other, my brother, and you know I mean it. We're checking sketchy cause we getting it. It's last rounds at the bar, looking empty for the dirty kids. I'm happy that we flipped it, kicked it cause we do it so well. We got each other, my brother, and you know I mean it. While we dancing out those wrong rules, slipping me and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent humans, and I hope that we be equal. While we dancing out those wrong rules, slipping me and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent humans, and I hope that we be equal. While we dancing out those wrong rules, slipping me and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent human beings, and I hope that we be equal.
Essa coisa. Design, isso é tudo mesmo.
What are you doing?
Using recording piece of shit.
Why are you recording me and commentating, you piece of shit?
Living comic-y.
Now I have to put the whole act on.
You don't need to.
Now the stage is here.
Yeah, be yourself.
Hi,
this is why I
everybody.
didn't really want to have
Yeah,
this.
this is why. You don't have to raise your tempo of your voice to prove a point, but you can always still keep your own tempo, you know?
That's my tempo.
I told my mother this for years, but she never listened.
While we dancing out these wrong rules, slip with me and the strangers that we don't know. This is just new dance, and I hope that we be equal. Oh, while we dancing out these wrong rules, slip with me and the strangers that we don't know. This is just new dance, and I hope that we be equal.
I love how we try to ignore our problems. Time's not on our side, so why the fuck you speaking jargon? Am I jogging your memory, or you just high on ecstasy? Don't listen to this melody. I feel like the relics like L&D, but that's not relevant. Stop playing with too many elements. Man, that's the size of your melon head when you fell in it. Well done, that's a talent, kid. Please help me find my decency. I lost it along the way, or maybe I didn't have a kid. Suppose I gotta go back to this drawing board and look at my options. Like a locksmith in production, waiting for when lunches. Got a hunch, kid, that we're gonna rule this world in money. yeah, see greed dripping from your eyes is stunning, yeah. Well, don't you motivate the kids and kick the dirt out? Instead you lead the herd that doesn't give a shit into a burnout.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is your boy Latre, sponsored by Chaotech, coming to you guys live tonight for Omnius Gaming Desolation versus Nibble Horde. And this is the Ballistix Masters, and joining me is none other than Shippy. Shippy, how are you doing, brother?
Here's the Radiant Band.
Right, I'm not sure if anyone can hear Shippy. I can't hear Shippy. Shippy, are you there?
5 seconds remaining.
Shippy, are you alive? Right, I'm not sure if anyone can hear him, but let us continue with the game. So quickly, just looking at the bans out very quickly, that is the Underlord and the Sand King being taken out, as well as the Brewmaster and the Nature's Prophet on both of these two teams so far. We're still waiting for a third ban out from the side of Nibble Horde, and I really cannot wait for this game to start. The social medias have been going absolutely wild today, and I'm sure that anybody who is anybody is going to be watching this game, so I will definitely do my best to impress. And Shippy, are you still with us? Yes, no, maybe?
I am right here. Sorry, for some reason my Discord sound was on the wrong setting, so I couldn't hear Jack.
Beautiful, beautiful. And Shippy, what are your feelings for tonight's game? It's been a while that we've actually casted together.
Yeah, it's been a while since Kronos versus... I can't remember who, but... yeah, no, I said, it's been a while. I haven't been following Omnius Gaming and Nimble, but I know Facebook has been going wild with the people saying, come watch, this is going to be a big match. Ooh. And that's what I'm hoping for tonight.
Most definitely.
And, wow,
IO.
Starting like that, I like it.
Yeah, I haven't seen an IO, and this is probably more likely an IO Tidehunter. It could be an IO Ursa. There's so many options that you can actually go with the IO.
It's IO +1, I can tell you that.
Yeah, this IO's definitely got his work cut out for him. Not the easiest heroes to play, I have to admit. I myself do have some of those games where I play absolutely brilliant, and then you just get one of those games where it doesn't matter what you do, you just keep on failing.
Yeah, unfortunately, IO is one of those. Either you have a good start and you actually can do what's needed with your carry, or you at that point where, oh look, an enemy hero, I'm gonna die.
It's absolute. It's either going to be very brilliant or utter sadness, but I'm hoping to go with the utterly brilliant performance. Nibble Horde has been doing very, very well. They are sponsored by MSI, and I mean, getting a sponsorship like that, you definitely got to know what you're doing.
Yeah, and that's not a small name to put with your banner. It's freaking MSI. Come on, that's a good sponsor to have.
Definitely. But looking at the other side of Desolation, though, they have picked up the Witch Doctor as well as the Kunkka. So there are your two supports. Kunkka is going to have to get those X marks the spots with the Torrents absolutely perfect. And he could possibly throw a spanner in the works, especially against the IO. But it's going to be remain to be seen how they're actually going to carry the tempo of this match.
Yeah, the Kunkka can disrupt the IO quite a bit by just doing one small thing. Xing the guy that is tethered. That's all. Then no matter where IO goes, the carrier or whoever is taking with him will go back as well as IO. So it's a possible 2 kills or whatever might happen.
Definitely, and I cannot wait for the action to start. We do have the Jakiro being picked up, and I assume that I think Toki Wartooth will actually be playing that hero. He does very, very well on the Jakiro, and I do like the nerfs that he's got, especially with the additional attack range. That also does help quite a bit, and with an Agnum Scepter, oh, absolutely beautiful.
Well, it is a Jakiro, one of my most favorite supports, because you can do so much. The stun is a bit unreliable, but if you know your hero, you know exactly where to throw it and where to land it.
Most definitely. I do think that the armor reduction, though, that Jakiro does bring to the table is going to be absolutely priceless. And yeah, it will definitely make Desolation think twice in regards to picking up the heroes. They're possibly going to have to go a little bit more tanky.
No, it won't surprise me if they go a bit more tank, but looking at what they've got already, the Witch Doctor and the Kunkka, they alone can easily kill down the Jakiro or the IO 1v1 without any hassles, depending on what the scenario is where they meet.
Very, very, very true there. But I mean, with the Jakiro, he cancels out the Witch Doctor, seeing that Witch Doctor has to stand still to cast that Death Ward. So it's a bit of disruption coming out from both teams, and yeah, it's going to be interesting.
No, it's most definitely going to be one of those type of games. It can go either or, depending on playstyle.
Yeah, so I actually want to put a poll out there for the guys watching online and for those watching in game. If you want to head over to the live stream, we definitely want to hear from you guys who you think is going to take game one. It would be very interesting, and maybe give you guys some shout outs during the game. I do see that the subscribers are actually starting to come in right now. We've got a good couple of viewers at the moment, so don't delay, head over there, subscribe to the channel, and let's get the party started tonight.
Yeah, let's support Mr. Lytra here and make sure you get some good reviews as well.
Yeah, we want to get those reviews, my bro. Don't forget the reviews. Oh, Abaddon!
Is that an Abaddon? If I'm looking at this draft with Abaddon picked up, that's probably going to be your offlane Abaddon, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I actually had a very, very interesting question that I saw on Facebook. Someone actually asked the question, if Abaddon activates a blade mail while obviously taking damage, does that mean that the attacker will also gain HP? Very, very interesting question there. I don't think so, but yeah, it actually makes you think.
To be dead honest, no, the attacker will still lose HP, even though Abaddon is taking of regening HP. The matter of it is, Abaddon is taking the damage and changing the damage into HP, where the attacker is only giving damage. He's not receiving the regen because he's not regening anything. So it will still be a damage to his side. That's in my opinion, to be honest.
Valid point. So I'm hoping that answers the question of whoever posted that on Facebook. Very, very interesting question.
That was funny.
But yeah, look, we do have Beastmaster and Zeus.
Ooh. The Zeus is up. And this is most probably your mid Zeus. It's a bit early to throw down your mid, but Desolation know exactly what they want to do with the lineup. It wasn't even a hesitation, it was just, Zeus. I'll take Zeus.
Yeah, look, the Zeus has become absolutely irritating, especially with the new Agnum upgrade. I mean, he can keep the lanes pushed out pretty well, and also does harass the heroes as well. So yeah, I'm not really feeling the lineup that Desolation has at the moment. I don't really feel, you know, any sort of synergy, with the exception of the Abaddon that's actually able to tank up most of the damage. But we'll see how they actually play this one out.
The Abaddon, what works for me regarding the Abaddon is, first of all, like we said, they needed something tanky, and Abaddon can be that without any hassle. So he's gonna soak up all the damage. If he's possibly gonna build into the Aghanim Scepter side, where he actually takes 60% of everyone's damage onto himself, so that's gonna regen him and save his team, which is gonna negate most of the damage that Jakiro can throw out.
I'm just not feeling it. I mean, they've just picked up the Invoker, and I mean, once the Abaddon activates his ultimate, Invoker can just pop out a tornado, just ensure that the regen actually starts running out. And
Now
that
there's
could be a
one
problem.
simple item that counters him. One simple item, it's not even expensive, and that's an Eel Scepter.
Ooh, I thought Io Ursa. I called it early.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't seen, to be dead honest, in a pro scene or anywhere, an Ursa. It's been so long since I've seen him come, and he's been so quiet as well. He didn't get any nerfs, he didn't get any buffs. He's just there in the back line. Hello, can anyone remember me?
Hello, are you well? But
Basically.
Io and Ursa, that is your combination that the team is going for. I mean, they've got Beastmaster and Invoker, as well as Shakiro that is able to push out the lanes. You've got Io that's able to stack the bush, especially with the spirits. And Ursa is absolutely going to love it. And with that, Io is also going to gain so much gold.
Oh yes. Oh, I must say, since they brought out that patch, supporting has been a dream. Go stack and you'll get money just sitting and watching.
The supports have got a lot of work ahead of them, especially with the warding. But
Oh
yeah,
yes.
just want to have a quick look at those bands out. Oh, we've got the final pick.
Oh,
Oh, Phantom
Phantom
Assassin.
Assassin. Now that doesn't make sense at all.
Phantom Assassin's just there to skid skop and donor. I mean, that's all he's gonna do. But that was...
It
Yes.
beats the purpose.
But this is your lineup for the Ballistix Masters Desolation versus Nibble Horde. We've got the Witch Doctor, the Kunkka, the Abba, the Zeus, and the Phantom Assassin going up against Io, Jakiro, Beastmaster, Invoke, and the Ursa. And we will be right back after the game loads in. Right, and we are straight into game one. This is the Ballistix Masters Desolation versus Nibble Horde. And Shippy, would you like to introduce the side of Desolation first?
Yeah, I can most definitely do it if I can find the right team. Yeah, there we go, Radiant side. So, firstly, on the Phantom Assassin, we've got Maru that's gonna wreck some people. Skopskit and Donner is his playstyle, and that's what he's going for. On the Witch Doctor, we've got Frank. Zeus versus somebody. That's already spamming a lot of chat here, as you can hear. Abaddon being played by Volmarans, sorry about that. And lastly, the Kunkka being picked up and being played by Fallen.
That's awesome stuff. Looking on the opposite end of the map, though, we do have Nibble Horde on the Ursa Warrior, who has disconnected. He is being played by Omen. On the Io, that is being played by Toki Wartooth. The Invoker is going to be played by Wonder, Jakiro by Harton, and then finally we have Beastmaster being played up by Monkey D. And yeah, this is going to be one for the books. We've got 2 games, maybe 3 games coming up. So do not go anywhere. The players will be right back. Shippy, any thoughts on the current lineups that the guys have?
I'm feeling the IO. I'm feeling it. That IO is hopefully going to make a lot of plays in the game.
Definitely. I do see that Io has moved down towards the bottom lane, and that's just going to try and secure that bottom rune. And if they do decide to go forward into the Radiant side, I do see that he has picked up the tether, and yeah, tether nowadays, you can use it as much as you want.
Oh yes. What do you think about that? Tether now has no time limit. It's now a constant tether. What do you think about that?
I really like it. I mean, that is the main purpose of Io as a support. He's supposed to keep his heroes alive, get them out of danger when it's needed, and also with the tethering, when it impacts the first time, you get pulled towards the ally, and it actually slows as well. So it gives the Io a lot more versatility in terms of movement on the map.
No, I most definitely agree with you there. This tether is gonna be a bit crazy. But what's your prediction for this game?
Well, for this game, once Io and Ursa start coming together, and Io does go into the bush to stack, it's definitely going to help Ursa a lot. It's also going to allow Io to be able to afford those wards, keep them up, and you know, keep the game flowing. So it's basically whoever's going to get their rhythm first, that is your team that's going to take it. I do feel that Nibble have a better lineup.
I feel the same as well, especially if the IO does what he needs to do. If he gets the stacks, he gets the teleports, and he gets the kills when needed, or not the kills, assists at least, they will make a mean combo. But looking here, it looks like they want to go make a bit of trouble.
Definitely. So Frank actually gets caught out there by Monkey D. Beautiful throw of the axes there. Tether coming in once again there from Tokyo Wartooth, just allowing that movement speed to come through. Frank is still on the run, trying to juke his way through the trees, but the axes come through once again. But it does seem that he's actually going to be able to get away. Maru putting himself in a risky situation. He now is on the run, but the tether now being broken there by Io, chasing them away and ensuring that they're able to pick up the bounty.
Now, see, that's a good play. They didn't aim to take a kill. What they did is actually just take away a lot of regen already. So now both Frank and Maru needs to start regening and using that much, yeah, all the tangos and all that. So they're already losing sort of net worth wise a bit of gold.
Yeah, look, we do need to remember that the creeps haven't spawned yet. So it's just basically ensuring that you know, they get the max amount of bounty runes that they can actually get. Now that the creeps have spawned, they should be able to maintain the experience and gold.
Now, what do you think about this mid lineup? Zeus versus Invoker.
Yeah, it's depending on how Invoker's actually going to play the game, it is going to maybe try and ensure that somebody is going to overextend. He's going to use a lot of mana. He's got 2 tangos. He's also got a clarity potion. So yeah, Zeus is very mana dependent in the early stages.
Well, he's got 3 clarities and 2 enchanted mangoes, so he is prepping for that long mid fight that he's actually going to need.
Definitely. I mean, the only thing he needs is the arc lightning. That is going to ensure that he keeps those last hits and denies up, and that's going to help out quite a bit.
And harass the living daylights. And harass this Invoker out of lane as much as possible as well.
Most definitely. But we're going to see how that plays out. But Maru now at the bottom lane, he's in a bit of trouble there. Monkey D actually being tethered up, but this is going to be the first blood. Maru trying to juke through the trees. Frank staying there and just manages to stay alive. He's only got 32 HP remaining, and almost we had first blood.
That's close, and well, it's better that they didn't kill him. Because now he needs to walk all the way back to the fountain without any boots or anything, losing much needed experience and gold, and then he needs to TP back. So that's going to benefit them quite a bit, especially for the Beastmaster. That gives them some time to farm up and get much needed gold and experience.
Yeah, I think in this particular scenario, Witch Doctor will need to skill up the Voodoo Restoration just to ensure that PA will be able to stay in the lane much longer. Because the longer he, a Phantom Assassin, actually farms, the better it is for him.
No, I agree. And I would say the next step is to maybe get 2 levels in Voodoo just to get that 14 heal or whatever is needed, just to boost it to make sure this PA can sustain, because the IO and Beastmaster is gonna do so much damage.
Definitely. But I do like the fact that Toki Wartooth remains tethered. He keeps the mana up for Monkey D, and that ensures that he's able to throw the wild axes all the time. At one stage his mana was low, but with a quick tether he manages to get up that mana pool very quickly.
Yeah, tether and a use of 1 enchanted mango. That's all you need.
That's a lot of mana being given back to him.
And he's got a bottled regen already.
No, it's looking at
So
the top side quickly. Omen actually not doing too badly, 12 for 5. Ooh, Torrent actually misses at the bot lane, but now Maru, is he going to be able to go down? We do have the ticking time bomb of the Witch Doctor, which is in the form of the Maledict, but Monkey D is going to be able to easily survive that.
Yeah, IO is just gonna regen him as long as he goes. He's holding on to that, and when it's needed, it's gonna play a massive role. But I think it is gonna disappear within the next. Ah, there we go. As I was saying, that regen gone.
Very, very sad. But we do have a rotation now going towards the mid lane. Fallen does have X marks the spot as well as the Torrent, but only 1 level of each. Not sure if that's going to be enough to actually do anything. Wonder is pretty low on HP. And Zeus
The
is almost
Invoker is
level
playing
6.
safe. He's not taking any chances.
Yeah, we've got a double damage on Zeus as well, which has now been activated. Unka waiting in the back line.
They might go for this play.
This could be the perfect
And,
moment to do
already.
it. Wonder overextended quite a bit. Beautiful X marks the spot. Torrent hasn't come yet. Now Fine is being activated.
And
beautiful catch onto that, and that is ooh, first blood going to serve somebody.
We almost made it out. Almost, but that's not gonna happen this time. Good first blood for Zeus, getting that extra bit of gold that he needed. And well, he's on a 6. The moment Zeus is 6, it's gonna start making a lot of trouble, especially if somebody is low on HP.
Definitely, and the Maledict as well, coming from the Witch Doctor, coupled with the Zeus ulti, is going to cause quite a bit of issues. That's a lot of damage coming through.
Oh yes, it's gonna make a huge difference.
But Toki Wartooth doing pretty well, keeping Monkey D into the lane. But we do have a Torrent at the top lane. That's landing onto Horde and onto the Jakiro. He's taking quite a bit of damage there. He's being chased down. Ulti coming out from Zeus, and down goes Jakiro. But Omen says no, he wants to fight this one out. X marks the spot coming out, but he gets pulled back. Volmerons is on the run. He does have the shield up. And Omen is just going to go back to the lane and get that farm.
Yeah, he is level 6 now, but if he had his phase boots, he would have probably gotten that kill.
Yes and no. I mean, X marks the spot is there. So it is going to keep him away from any hero that he's trying to kill.
Yeah, but that extra amount of damage, just 18 extra damage with his Fury swipes and everything, it's gonna make a difference.
It's debatable. I'm
Yeah,
not.
it's possible. Okay?
Yeah, I'm not convinced, but I mean, with these two teams, anything is possible.
Oh yes.
Oh, but now,
Monkey
D. That's actually the
overextending,
IO
yeah.
being X marks the spot with a beautiful Torrent. We do have Witch Doctor going down. Toki Wartooth popping that magic stick, trying to survive as best he can, but that is the Maledict tick going off. He does finally get caught out. Maru now, he is hiding in the bushes, but finally revealing himself there into the path, running as best he can, but Witch Doctor back again. Beautiful little stun as well as X marks the spot coming out. Now the Torrent. Torrent lands, and they try and turn the fight onto Monkey D. managing to
That's
get him
close.
down.
That was close.
I have to say, I actually did very well to stay alive as long as he actually did.
Kind of blocking himself into a corner and eating his way through to another passage. Just to try and stay alive. But he held on. I give it to him. He held on.
I'm not sure if Beastmaster was actually a little bit too far to get a tether. And I think that is what Io was hoping for.
I think he was just out of range, and that could have saved him, but the Beastmaster was adamant on killing the...
Wow.
Oh,
Monkey
that's a dead
D.
Maru.
Wow.
Alright. Instant use of that primal roar, just destroying poor little Phantom Assassin.
Yeah, Monkey D definitely wanted to get some revenge there. I don't think he was very happy being taken out, especially this early in the game.
Oh yes.
The top lane, we
And
do have...
that wild axis is doing so much damage now.
Yeah, it's going to be a very difficult game for PA unless he actually starts getting those items up. Oh, but look at this. We've got Fallen sitting in between the tree line. Is Harton actually going to spot him out? Oh, he gets caught out there. Fallen X marks the spot. Is it? Yes, he does manage to get off the torrent as well. But now, that is the cold snap being activated onto the Zeus. Harton giving chase. Hasn't used any spells yet. Beautiful ulti coming out there. Zeus. Oh, he manages to stay alive. Turning the tides onto Wonder. That Sunstrike is going to completely miss, but Fallen now still giving chase, going up towards Harton. The torrent actually misses. Beautiful X marks the spot coming out as well. Gets pulled back. Harton now.
Oh, no.
But Fallen Omen coming in and quickly dealing with the Kunka. Wow, I didn't even see that.
He was not in the mood with this. Yeah, I didn't see him TP in, but that was a quick pick off. Whoa, and PA dead again.
Yeah, I think Nibble is actually starting up with their momentum. 9 minutes in the game. It's 5 for 5 with the 3K team net worth going to the side of Nibble. And yeah.
And that's a quick under 10 minutes to 1 tower.
Yeah, I do feel that, I don't know. Like I said, I don't feel that the side of Desolation has a team that synchronizes pretty well, but maybe they're keeping that for game number 2, making that you know, Nibble underestimates them. It could be a possibility, maybe trying to play some sort of mind game.
That's possible. I'm just looking at PA and this Beastmaster literally chasing each other.
Yeah, even the Io isn't scared.
Wow, that's close. And Io is... Yes! Go Io! He's not afraid. He's not afraid.
That is the boar that actually got the kill, but now Toki Wartooth hiding in the bushes quickly tethers up to Harton, trying to get out, still using that spirits, but the tether slowing. Fallen trying to actually TP out. Yes, he's going to manage to do that. The torrent misses. Harton, he's now just very quickly with that fire breath.
And the X was just off the mark.
Oh, I don't even think he landed the
X was available. No, he wanted to throw the X, but there was no vision. It was literally just when Io got out, he saw Io, and that was not enough.
Oh, but we've got another rotation coming in towards the mid lane. Harton seems to be going right behind Fallen. I don't think Fallen has actually spotted him out. Zeus might be overextending, but no, he's still got some creeps with him. Akira waiting on the sideline. Is he actually going to move in for this one? Toki Wartooth also joining into the mid lane. Akira still not spotted out.
That's one thing I'm seeing now. Is it just me, or is Omnius Gaming out-leveled?
Yes and no, but oh, look at this engagement in the mid lane. Toki Wartooth quickly jumping in. Harton does try to TP out, but he does get stunned up. The Ballistix actually misses, and that's not good news there. Fallen actually manages to take down Monkey D. He's going to quickly TP out. Omen giving chase onto Volmorans. Does he have the Blink Dagger up? No, he doesn't have that yet. Toki Wartooth trying to get to him with those spirits. but unfortunately not being able to do that.
An instant TP back to mid, and they'll carry on giving this Invoker much needed farm. Just quickly looking here, offlane versus offlane wise, where Beastmaster has a bit of a lead, but that's by killing everyone. IO in a lot of trouble here.
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
Zeus.
Sunstrike
Everyone's
actually,
dying.
Sunstrike landed there onto the Zeus. But those spirits doing quite a bit of damage. We've got the stun coming in there from the Witch Doctor, but yeah, Desolation has to turn it around. They can't really go into this one. They do have Monkey D there. He does have 60 seconds before his Roar becomes available. Not sure if they're aware of that, but it's a 5k team net worth 13 minutes into the game. And it seems that they're all coming towards mid, ensuring that Omen is going to be able to go into the Roshan.
Yeah, they need to buy time so you can quickly get that Aegis and start basically steamrolling this team. But looking at Abaddon, he's quite close. He might actually spot out. No, he is a bit too late.
Coming out there. Omen going on to Vormeron's. Monkey D is there, still does not have the Primal Roar available, but we do have a torrent that lands onto Jakiro as well as lightning coming through. Ursa Warrior, he's taking a lot of damage. Also, the X marks a spot and the tower is starting to kill him, but he does have the Aegis of Immortal. Look at the HP on the side of Desolation. They are all extremely low. Monkey D, he gets caught up almost in the torrent. X marks a spot once again onto Omen. Beautiful little roar coming out, and that is oh, Zeus, he's going to take damage. He's going to fall. That is the meatball coming through. Maru now also going to go down. Beautiful kill there by Wonder. And Fallen and Vormerons are still standing their ground. Beautiful stun coming out there onto the Invoker. Invoker does manage to get off the Ghost Walk, but is that going to be enough? There is a Sentry Ward out there trying to keep him alive. He's Hearten, but unable to do so. And Hearten is going to have to turn and run away.
This fight started off looking in the favor of Nibble, but all of a sudden it's no longer that.
Yeah, definitely beautiful Maledict coming through. Death Ward is available, but Hearten's, or should I rather say Frank, is not going to be able to get that off. Maledict is onto the Jakiro.
Yeah, if the Maledict was thrown just before the boat landed, then yes. That might have actually killed the Jakiro, but unfortunately it wasn't. But I think Maledict was maybe still on cooldown.
Ooh,
but
Maru, just look at the damage he's taking. And Omen is starting to steamroll. He does have the Blink Dagger up. Vormeron's now going up after Toku Wartooth. Omen is still there. He's going to turn and fight it back onto Sir Somebody. Going to try and take him down very, very quickly. Oh, yes, he manages to do that. Vormeron's is there. Beautiful Sunstrike coming through, but unfortunately misses. Monkey D going up after Frank, and he manages to kill him as well. Now Vormeron's is in a world of trouble. We do have the Blink Dagger coming out. We do have Slow as well, but oh no, Omen decides not to give chase anymore.
that was basically Ursa on its own. Ursa ran in, Ursa killed. Ursa saved Io. Good carry. Story of Ursa.
Oh, this Invoker is playing absolutely dangerous. But what I do like to mention, if anybody noticed, just look at these wards on the map. Absolute
yes.
brilliant. They can see what's happening. They know where the fights are coming from. And this is the type of matches I myself love to play. You've got all the vision in the world. And yeah, it's definitely
And it's not
for Nibble.
obvious wards. And it's not obvious. It's a place you won't look for the wards. That was specifically there. It's in a weird location. You won't think to deward there, but it gives you so much information. You know when PA is going into the jungle. You know when somebody is rotating out. You find out actually quite a lot just by that one ward.
Most definitely. Monkey D
sack.
managing to take out the Zeus once again. A quick jump in there from Omen, and Frank is going to be the next victim. Ballmirage, he's going to try and tank it out, but the ghost ship does land, but Io is still there. Those spirits are doing a hell of a lot of damage, now still giving chase. Omen has got the blink dagger up once again. He does try and tank it out, does get X marks the spot up. That's a torrent coming through. It is going to land, but they're not going to be able to do anything to him. And it does seem that the side of Desolation have no answer for Nibble.
They think. They don't have the full-on synergy they need to actually full-on commit to kill the Ursa. This Ursa is going to steamroll them, and he's just farming away. Between looking at the net worth side, you've got 3 of the cores from Nibble sitting in the top, with the next hero being Zeus, with about what, 2,100 gold difference. That's not what you want to see this early in the game.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult game for Desolation to come back from. The scores, I mean, is 11 for 17, 18 minutes in the game, with Nibble sitting with a 12k net team net lead, and yeah, it's not easy to come back from that.
No, I agree with you there. One thing that was a bit lacking from the side of Nibble that I can see is the lack of stacks. As I didn't get all that stacks he actually wanted.
Got an engagement
oh,
here.
Well. Quick dead. I only saw the TP out and knew, oh well, somebody's gonna die.
I don't even think that Witch Doctor had any time to react. I think
no.
I think he was still busy blinking and then he died. Oh, but look at this engagement in the mid lane. Oh, Ice Path. But now Monkey D coming in, beautiful raw. Fallen, he is also going to go down. Omen trying to body block as best he can. Fallen is invisible though, I don't think they can see him. Omen's now finally going to catch him. Look at this little bit of a catch
Ring around the
game.
trees.
Oh,
but slow.
Just look at
that's
that,
enough damage.
Sunstrike.
You can do it.
No, they've got
and he
this
will
one.
eventually fall. He tried. I give it to him. He tried.
Yeah, the Desolation is really struggling at the moment. To be completely honest,
It's a
with you,
bit
I
of a
don't see
whitewash,
them,
eh?
No, I don't see them coming back from this one.
It's a hard. I know it's a hard and tough game, but wow, this is not looking good at all.
No, and Omen is just making easy work of anyone that he actually lands on, which is the Phantom Assassin that is going to go down. Even the spirits from the IO is doing massive amounts of damage.
Oh, that is an IO for you. If played right, can do so much.
Oh, that engagement, the Death Ward also being popped down by Frank, but Omen says he's not going to have any of it. He's still going to go into Frank, and but he actually manages to die, and Frank survives.
That's a lot of gold. That Witch Doctor is now rich. He's thinking, what can I buy? What can I buy?
No, he's got 1,200 gold.
Yes. No, that was much needed gold and experience for the whole side of Desolation. Unfortunately, Kunkka wasn't there to reap the benefit from it, but hey, it's a much needed kill.
Most definitely, but even with that, you still have Nibble on a 14,000 team net with lead. Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, if this game is going to be turned around in the favor of Desolation, it's going to be a hell of a lot of hard work.
Yeah, it's all going to depend on the high ground. If Desolation can actually hold the high ground and keep on getting kills one by one, they might make a comeback of it. Might. Trying to be optimistic here. Might. But if they can't, if they lose one Rax, I feel it's going to be over.
Yeah,
I don't think they will be able to come back from that.
Yeah, Look, it all depends on Nibble. I mean, they can continue with the lead that they've got. They can continue pushing. Alternatively, they can fall a bit further back and decide, okay, guys, we need a little bit more farm, which I have seen actually works against the team, and that allows your enemies to get that much needed farm, as they've got some space to move around on the map.
Yeah, at this stage we've got a 16k lead, and Nibble probably knows that. So this is actually the perfect time to maybe go for the next rush that's going to be up in the next minute, and after that you can actually go pure push. Wait out the minute, get rush, pick a lane and go for it, or even take the top tier 2 tower and make your way from there.
Ooh, Omen, he's playing with the no fear, and Toki Wartooth on a killing spree, taking down Maru. Wow.
At IO, an instant TP.
But at the top lane, we do have a bit of trouble here. That is the ghost ship that comes through. Fallen is taking a lot of damage, and the death ward being popped down there by Frank, but Omen is going to smack away. Volmeron still has the ulti available. X marks the spot as well as the torrent coming through. And Fallen does manage to survive that as well. But now at the bottom lane, there's a bit of chaos happening here. Just somebody's trying to get rid of them as much as possible. Volmeron needs to be very careful here. He has still got the ulti, but I don't think that might be enough to keep him alive.
Oh, that's a lot of chip damage that they actually did there. That's half a tier 3 tower gone. I want to say another word, but that's not going to sound right. So it's basically gone. You can't recover that. You don't have a tree to heal your towers, and unfortunately that was by just one move to sort of sacrifice your Ursa, unfortunately, to try and take down a tier 3 tower.
On the other side of the coin, though, Maru almost has enough for that Desolator. He's about 200 gold away, which could make it very, very difficult for the side of Nibble. But, I mean, he's still got to contend with an Ursa that has an IO attached to his hip, and it's going to be very difficult for him.
The Desolator is going to make a difference, and if Omnius plays this right, what I think they should do is use the PA, get in that back line, take down the IO, take down the Jakiro, and come back in. If he can do the back line, then they should be able to start turning around these fights.
Ooh, Desolator now, 25 minutes into the game, gets picked up there by Maru.
Ouch.
So, yeah, he's definitely like Shippy, like you mentioned. I mean, if he does go for the softer Euros first, that could help him get that farm up. Even though if Ursa does manage to kill him, he's only losing a fraction of the gold. He's picked up 2 kills and he dies once. So it's definitely going to work in his favor.
In the meantime, Zeus is putting damage on the cores, and Abaddon is just tanking all the damage. It's going to make a difference.
Now, even the Necromonicon being picked up there by Beastmaster, he does have the Inner Beast, which does allow him to increase the attack speed, but now also with the Necro books, it's even faster. And I mean, he's got the movement speed as well to go with it.
And that is a tier 3 tower down, just by playing on the sidelines and keeping up the damage. But you should see them coming now, and yep, instant blink and run for your life.
Yeah, he's got to play very, very careful, yeah.
He's going to turn around and keep on attacking that shrine.
Oh, Fallen is actually making... Oh, but we do have an engagement. Oh, once again, the Witch Doctor just pops. Monkey D, Omen, going into the fight, still has the Ages of Immortal. Volmeron's going into the fight as well, but oh no, Omen is fighting as... Whoa, just look at that meatball. Triple kill.
Triple kill, 4 for nothing. And that means only one thing, time to push. You've still got Aegis, and Ursa is just OP. What can you do? It's an Ursa.
No, that sneaky meatball coming out there from the Invoker as well.
Oh yes.
But yeah, we do have the fourth buyback coming in from the Zeus. Omen is just going to start smacking away at the tower. He is taking quite a bit of damage. He still does have the Aegis of Immortal going up onto the Zeus. Warlock's activated the Blade Mail. Omen, he does finally manage to get off the Aegis. He's going to jump in, but that's the twin-headed dragon that's going to fall. Omen and Wonder is going to try and run away as best they can, but meantime, we do have the racks at the bot lane being taken there by the sneaky little Beastmaster.
And that's what he needs to do. Let the team fight, and you just continue in the back line.
Oh, Maru manages to get him.
That's much needed gold for this PA. 660 gold going the way of PA. That puts him in a lot of gold. He's working his way onto that BKB now. If he can finish that, it's gonna make a massive difference in team fights.
Most definitely, but it does seem that the side of Desolation has kicked into a higher gear. They're fighting back with absolutely everything they have. All the towers from the side of Nibble is still standing, and they've got a lot of work ahead of them to actually get back into the game, and it seems that they're trying to turn it.
They're gonna try, but they're gonna need a helmet to pull this game completely back. But it is Dota, anything can happen.
And anything will. Monkey D going on to the Witch Doctor. Does manage to get off the stun. Somebody's going to take advantage of that with the ghost ship coming in. Beautiful little torrent landing onto the Beastmaster. Toki Wartooth in a bit of trouble. He does manage to get back to base. He's got a couple of seconds. Wonder says he's not going to go in there, but he actually TP's in. He could have gone in there with the IO. Everyone's waiting for him there. He does manage to get back in there. The Spirit's doing quite a bit of work. Beautiful tornado coming through. Now Wonder, he's in a world of trouble as well as the meatball coming through, but that is going to be Kunkka that's going to fall. Wonder is in a world of trouble there. He is going to die down there to the Zeus. And Omen manages to take out Zeus as well. Maru trying to tank up as best he can. Vormoron's trying to smack away, but Omen and the Io doing very well. Beautiful little juke coming out there from the PA, but that doesn't matter. He is going to fall down. Omen here is going to start smacking away at those creeps. He wants a lot more blood. But in the mid lane, we do have Harton using that fire breath as well as the liquid fire to try and get that tower down as quick as possible. But that's two buybacks.
That's Jakiro for you.
That's the Kunkka.
They support doing that much. Kunkka and PA needing to buy back just to try and recover, try and save that mid tier 3 tower. Because if that falls, then Beastmaster will just do what he did before. Push and destroy racks.
No, he's doing pretty well at the moment. He's almost got that tier 2 tower down in the top lane. But it does feel that Nibble's actually starting to play around with the side of Desolation.
I'm not sure what they're doing, but they've got something planned. Io is sticking onto this Ursa. He's waiting for the next opportunity to TP in and create chaos.
It could also be, what I'm thinking at the moment is that Nibble is mostly walking towards breaking the team spirit of Desolation at the moment. They're giving them that little gap to get those kills and to try and push out the lanes. This bottom tower that they were pushing so hard still standing. And every time it feels like they're actually getting somewhere, Nibble just comes right back and shuts them down.
It might be a bit of a mind game to kind of break the spirits for game 2, making them negative and rage a bit. But also, I think, to be honest, the only reason why they're not pushing now, Rosh is back in 2 minutes. So they might be waiting out for Rosh to come back and secure another Aegis with a refresher orb, which can make so much of a difference, especially if Beastmaster picks up that refresher orb.
Yeah, I think Beastmaster himself is just going to continue with the push. Maybe the
Most probably yes.
it could be the possibility that Nibble is wanting them to try and contest the Roshan, which does allow the Beastmaster to continue pushing out the lane. You've got the IO that is also there. I mean, he can move towards any side of the map, with an instant. So yeah, it's going to be difficult to say what's actually going to happen, because it does seem that they are moving closer and closer towards the Roshan pit, and this is possibly exactly what the side of Nibble want.
They're hoping for maybe a fight at Rosh. Also going in onto Kuka now.
Oh, that's a beautiful engagement coming in.
Oh.
Volmaron's
That's so much damage.
Oh, but we have a Phantom Assassin coming in from the backline, going up onto the IO, trying to get him down, but he does manage to do so. Maru now in a world of trouble. He is not going to be able to escape there from Omen. Beautiful macro buyer coming out there from the Jakira, and that is a 4-man death for the side of Desolation. They do not have buybacks. The Kunkka, the PA, and the Zeus. And GG being called. Game 1 going into the favor of Nibble, and very, very well deservedly so. Nibble Horde taking game 1.
Oh yes.
Any thoughts?
I did not completely see that coming, but I did mention the picks. Like you said, there was no full synergy from the side of Omnius Gaming, and that's what they were lacking. They needed that synergy.
Yeah, with Nibble Horde, I mean, you've got the Ursa that's is self-sufficient. You've got the Beastmaster, the Jakiro, and the Invoker that is able to push the lanes quite comfortably. And then you've got the IO that's able to transport you to anywhere. So yeah, I feel that the draft actually let Desolation down, but hopefully in game number 2 they'll be able to come back and surprise us.
No, I agree most definitely there with you.
Right, so very, very quickly we are going to take a very, very quick break, and we will be back with game number 2 in a very short while, so please do not go anywhere. You do not want to miss game 2. This is myself and Shippy, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Essa própria coisa. Design, isso é tudo music.
What are you doing?
I'm recording piece of shit.
Why are you recording me and commentating, you piece of shit?
Living comic-y.
Now I have to put the whole act on.
You don't need to.
Now the stage is here.
Yeah, be yourself.
Hi,
this is why I
everybody.
didn't really want to have
Yeah,
this.
this is why. You don't have to raise your tempo of your voice to prove a point, but you can always still keep your own tempo, you know?
It's my tempo.
I told my mother this for years, but she never listened.
While we dancing out these wrong rules, slippery and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent dance, and I hope that we be equal. While we dancing out these wrong rules, slippery and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent dance, and I hope that we be equal.
I love how we try to ignore our problems. Time's not on our side, so why the fuck you speaking jargon? Am I jogging your memory, or you just high on ecstasy? Don't listen to this melody. I feel like the relics like L&D, but that's not relevant. Stop playing with too many elements. Man, that's the size of your melon head when you fell in it. Well done, that's a talent, kid. Please help me find my decency. I lost it along the way, or maybe I didn't have a kid. Suppose I gotta go back to this drawing board and look at my options. Like a locksmith in production, waiting for when lunches. Got a hunch, kid, that we're gonna rule this world in money. Yeah, see greed dripping from your eyes is stunning, yeah. Well, don't you motivate the kids and kick the dirt out? Stage you lead the herd that doesn't give a shit and soon will burn out. Turns out this is how my story goes and ends. In the backseat with my friends, might have swerve out.
While we dancing out those wrong rules, slippery and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent dance, and I hope that we be equal. While we dancing out those wrong rules, slippery and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent dance, and I hope that we be equal. We're checking sketchy cause we getting it. It's last rounds at the bar, looking empty for the dirty kids. I'm happy that we flipped it, kicked it cause we do it so well. We got each other, my brother, and you know I mean it. It's kinda crazy if you ask, more like a stroke of genius. From being arrested in town and almost losing mothers, and the chick from Botswana almost destroyed our lives. Good vibes, don't mind, we survived both of those times. We're checking sketchy cause we getting it. It's last rounds at the bar, looking empty for the dirty kids. I'm happy that we flipped it, kicked it cause we do it so well. We got each other, my brother, and you know I mean it. We're checking sketchy cause we getting it. It's last rounds at the bar, looking empty for the dirty kids. I'm happy that we flipped it, kicked it cause we do it so well. We got each other, my brother, and you know I mean it. While we dancing out those wrong rules, slippery and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent dance, and I hope that we be equal. While we dancing out those wrong rules, slippery and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent dance, and I hope that we be equal. While we dancing out those wrong rules, slippery and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent dance, and I hope that we be equal. While we dancing on the wrong rules, slippery and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent human beings, and I hope that we be equal.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Lache, sponsored by KO Tech. Coming to you live once again, game number 2 for the Ballistix Masters, Nibble Horde versus Omnius Gaming Desolation. And joining me is none other...
Already in draft. Don't know if you see it, or just my game freezing.
Well, I do not see a poll. It seems like it.
Okay, so it's not just me, I'm happy. There we go, hearing something.
Oh,
there we go. Timer's back up.
Right, and we've already gone into the reserve time, which, yeah, the Underlord being banned out there, as well as a quick little Nature's Prophet. Yeah, I wonder why Desolation took that long to choose who they wanted to take out.
Maybe there was a bit of a lag spike or something that wasn't completely working in their favor. I think that's why they paused as well.
It's possible. I don't see any respect bans at the moment, though. It's all pretty standard. The Brewmaster and the Sand King now being taken out by both teams. Yeah, what do you foresee for game number 2? Do you think the mind game that Nibble played with Desolation is actually going to work in their favor or against them?
It depends. If they're gonna pick up that IO again, it's gonna be a complete, I can put a mental block onto Desolation, because they already lost against it. Now it's being picked up again, and I think in the side of Desolation the mood might be down, because I know from previous experience against them, when they start raging, just that tick kind of push them over the edge and they can't focus and concentrate anymore. So it's possible that they might be a bit angry at the moment.
It is possible, but the first respect ban comes out, and that is in the form of the IO being taken out. And now the Tusk. So,
IO, definite respect ban. I give it that. That IO was a pain in the arse the whole game through, but it did exactly what he needed to do to win the game.
Yeah, he did play very, very well. I mean, even the IO managed to take out the Phantom Lancer. Not an easy feat, but...
Phantom Assassin.
Oh, sorry, the Phantom Assassin. I apologize, Cancel Lancer. Was my mistake. But, yeah, Shadow Shaman, the first pickup for Desolation.
So, with a Shadow Shaman, we might be seeing a full-on push strat.
It is a possibility, yes. I mean, the Nature's Prophet has already been banned out, but Nibble Horde now decide to pick up the Kunkka and Skywrath.
They're not even gonna think about it. They're just gonna throw it out there, not even worrying about reserve time. They're just gonna pick up that Kunkka and Sky, and that's a serious pain in the ass combo already.
Yeah, I mean, the Skywrath is gonna enable Kunkka to catch up to the heroes to get that X marks a spot. It's also going to provide a little bit of vision, especially if a hero is going to try and juke through the trees. So Skywrath, very, very good pickup there.
And the interesting part is Skywrath can still be a courier. It's not necessarily a support.
Very, very true. Very, very versatile hero for the side of Nibble, but
okay.
Viper. Interesting.
That's a surprise. All of a sudden pick up. Okay.
Switch up their game plan. I mean, the previous, should I say, lineup they had didn't really make that much sense. Yes, they had a tank, but they didn't really have anything to back him up, with the exception of the Zeus, which is a pro at stealing kills. But maybe that's what they were going for, and it really didn't work in their favor.
Yeah, it didn't work out the way they wanted. With this already, you've got Shadow Shaman, Shackle, and Viper with DPS. You've already got it, it's confirmed, it's there. So it's something you can already work around and build a great lineup with.
Yeah, it all depends on you know, what they're going to try and do. You know, they might consider picking up a Obsidian Destroyer to go work with that. The Terrorblade
True.
has been banned out. He could have potentially been used in the lineup as well. So yeah, it's very. We're only going to be able to see where they're going to go with the lineup with the next hero that they pick up.
No, I agree with you there. Same for the side of Nibble. You can only really see who's going to be a core or a support after the 4th pickup now, thanks to the Earthshaker. But with that pickup, it all of a sudden decreases the whole picking pool they've got, because now they can't go anything illusion based.
Yeah, it's difficult to say. I mean, there's so many heroes that I would like for Desolation to pick up. Like I mentioned, they can go for the Obsidian Destroyer. They've got the option of maybe even trying to pick up a Spectre, but they've decided to go with the Slaughter, which is a nice pickup. It does provide them much needed vision. It lowers the armor. Slaughter with the Blink Dagger is absolutely dangerous. He might even go into the support role, which does work out for Slaughter pretty well. He's got the speed to back it up.
He's versatile enough to be a support. That's a nice thing about a Slaughter as well. You can use it in any position. So, looking at Desolation, you know there's one confirmed core, and that being the Viper. Looking at Horde, you don't know who's going to be core. You can't confirm that.
Yeah,
Earthshaker can be offline or a support.
Yeah, I'd really like to see Earthshaker more in the support position. Maybe have Kunkka in your safe lane. Skywrath and Earthshaker make a very good combination. You've got the slow once again. He does do quite a bit of damage, and if Earthshaker manages to block, for example, the Shadow Shaman and isolates him from the team, that could be
Instant dead.
Yeah, that could be what Nibble's going for at the moment. They're trying to isolate them, get them away from their teammates with the Earthshaker. And I mean, Kunkka himself, very dangerous as well. But Lina,
Alright.
I think it's going to go mid.
Well, it can also be a support. Once again, you're sitting with this suggestion that it can be a support. I don't know, I personally play it as a support, and it just works. But most likely it will be mid Lina against a TI, and that will work. Lina is great against a TI mid, because it can just spam so much abilities that the refractions is just not gonna stop it all.
Yeah, look, what I'd personally do with the lineup of Nibble as they have it right now. Have your Lina in the mid lane, have Kunkka safe lane with the Skywrath and the Earthshaker as your support. And then, you know, you can possibly pick up, I don't know, Shadow Shaman, can work very well here as well. You've got a Tidehunter that you could consider picking up. On the side of Desolation...
they need...
Yes?
They need tank. Nibble needs a full-on tanky, I want to say carry almost, or yeah, a full-on tank carry can actually finish the lineup quite well. Desolation on the other hand, they need something that's gonna deal damage. They can see Nibble Horde is squishy, so you need something to punish that squishiness, and definitely not a PA. Earthshaker will kind of destroy you.
Yeah, look, if I was Nibble Horde and I had a final pick with the lineup that they have already, personally, I would choose a Centaur Warrunner. And the only reason for that is just to get that initiation. I mean, with the lineup they've got, they can initiate with the Kunkka, they can initiate with the Earthshaker. They could go as far as using the Skywrath. So, I mean...
Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, Desolation... They might be thinking, okay, let's go and initiate, and Centaur Warrunner is just one of those heroes that can actually turn it around, especially with that speed boost. So, I don't know, that's a hero I would like to be seen pick up, but I mean, there's so many heroes. But talking about tanky, that's who I would go for.
Techies offlane. There we go. Done. Techies offlane. We can do this. But I must say, looking at Desolation's draft so far, this is what I like to see. You've got a good combo of strength base, you've got a good combo of agility, you've got a good lineup. That's a pretty good lineup, in my opinion. I'm just not sure where the Viper is going to fall into place now, but we'll probably see that. And wow, Lone Druid.
Yeah,
Okay,
Lone
this is
Druid
going to
being
get
picked up.
interesting.
The only problem with the Desolation lineup that I'm seeing right now is that they've got basically 3 core heroes. The Shadow
Yeah.
Shaman and the Slardar have got their work cut out for them. If any of these lanes fail, it's going to be an absolute disaster. Because the Viper
No,
could
I
go
agree.
mid, you could go have the Templar Assassin mid. But I do think that maybe Viper could go into the offlane position, have Juggernaut safe lane. But with,
No,
with
I can see that.
any sort of
makes
hesitation, any sort of hesitation coming from the side of Desolation is going to be disastrous. And that Desolation, it could go either way. But you know, maybe they surprise us.
True that. So, in your opinion, what's your prediction for this game?
I'm gonna go with. I might swallow my words, but I'm actually gonna go with Desolation in this game. They've got so much damage coming through, and they can easily deal with the damage coming out from Nibble. So yeah, I do feel that Desolation have a very good chance.
Alright. My prediction for this, I'm feeling Horde once again. They've got a dream team lineup that can just about do anything you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it positive here and say we might go for game number 3. So let's see how that works out. So quickly, just to introduce the sides of Nibble for us quickly.
Right, for Nibble, on the Lone Druid, we've got Omen, Kunkka being played by Toki Wartooth, Skyraf Mage being played by Horton, Lina being done by Wonder, and lastly Monkey D on that Earthshaker.
Oh, but we do have the first engagement coming out, but fortunately they're not going to be able to get a kill here, but they do have the harassment available. But very quickly going to go through the lineup for the side of Desolation. We do have Shadow Shaman being played by Frank. Viper is going to be played there by Vormerance. Templar Assassin by Sir Somebody. Then we've got Juggernaut being played by Maru. And finally Slardar being played by Fallen.
And we're clear for running.
If I'm reading this right, oh, what a steal by Omen. Using that Spirit Bear, stealing the bounty rune right under Viper's nose. But if I'm reading this right, this is an off-lane Viper then. Slardar being pushed into a support. Am I right?
It definitely
not
does
sure.
seem so.
Yeah.
And we've got Lina going up against the TA.
Which is preferable for Lina. Lina will do quite well against a TA.
Yeah, Omen's just going to use that bear, but we do have the engagement going up onto Horton. He's taking quite a bit of damage. Beautiful little torrent coming out there from the Kunkka, as well as a bash from the Slardar, just to try and keep him off him. Kunkka does not have X-Master spot, so they're not really going to be able to catch him, but the slow does come through. Toki Wartooth still giving chase. And Fallen very quickly predicting that the torrent is going to come through and it's going to sidestep that one. And he should be able to get away from that quite comfortably.
Yeah, he's just basically going to make sure Kunkka doesn't bother Viper at all at this stage.
Yeah, it's the only thing
But
they're doing is just trying to create a little bit of space for Vormerance to get his levels up.
And especially this early on in the game, but that's why I hate playing against Lone Druid. He can harass you with a bear and still get last hits.
Oh, but in the mid lane now, we've got a bit of action happening. Harton, he's in a bit of trouble there. Beautiful little torrent keeping Fallen from Harton, but they're trying to turn it around. Wartooth still there. He does have quite a bit of mana with a beautiful bash coming out there from Fallen. Somebody, he's taking a hell of a lot of damage. Is he going to go down? No, he does manage to use that reflection and is able to survive in the mid lane.
Just in time.
Oh, Torrent actually catches him. Is he going to be able to get the damage through? No, doesn't manage to do that. Doesn't have that Tidebringer.
He should be fine. He's got refraction up again, so he'll just keep on playing it just to make sure he can actually survive the damage.
Coming through, beautiful little net coming out there from Frank. Monkey D, he's in a bit of trouble there. Do we still have a basher left? And the Monkey is going to be the first blood taken out there by Fallen. Beautiful little rotation coming through. And fortunately, Earthshaker had no idea. He didn't have any vision.
Yeah, he was lacking. No, he had vision, but not enough. Not where he wanted it to be. Where Fallen on Slaughter had luckily picked up that double damage rune and just could nail all that damage straight down. And here they go again on him.
Yeah, beautiful little stun coming through the net as well there from Frank, and that's a beautiful spin. Monkey D, he's going to try and juke his way through the trees. I don't think he's able to do that. He can only run in one direction, but Frank, for some or other reason, actually ran back into the tree line, not considering that Monkey D can't really go anywhere. Fallen is going to go for it. Beautiful stun coming out there from Monkey D. Morrow, he is giving chase. He's going to try and take out Monkey. He is running as best he can. He has stun up once again, but Morrow is going to manage to get that kill.
Yeah, they basically, I think Frank ran in the wrong direction due to pathing issues. There was a big boulder standing right in the way, so he couldn't get there.
Oh, Toki, Wartooth and Omen going on to Vormerons at the bottom lane. Has been slowed down a bit there by the torrent. Are they actually going to be able to get them down? That's all working his way through Vormerons. Oh, he's trying to run as best he can. Are they going to be able to get him? Beautiful torrent.
There we go.
And yes,
torrent
manages to get the kill. But now Toki Wartooth is in a very difficult situation. Quickly chowing down a tree. And he's going to try to run through, but oh, he ran himself into a corner. He's going to TP out. Is he going to be able to make it? Yes!
He is safe.
Oh,
and the Empire stream safe.
He's going to go down.
And that is not safe. You're out. Goodbye.
He's tapped out.
Yeah, basically. If it was the weakest link, they would have said, "You're the weakest link, goodbye."
Right, so it does seem that, you know, then to a sense that they're not playing as aggressive in the previous game, where they basically started steamrolling from the start. It's not really happening right now. Fallen is sitting on the sideline.
They still got the lead, but I think they're mostly focusing now on securing the lanes. Omen is having an excellent game. He's quite happy. He's on top of the last hits at the moment, 21 for 9. And Lina's right on his rear end. But Lina might get ganked and whoops, we missed it.
Oh, that's the Juggernaut that actually fall.
That was an accident. Whoops.
They're just not managing to take out Lina in the mid lane. He does have the vision there as well as the Sentry Ward out, so he knew that Slaughter was there.
He was basically waiting for something to happen. But this is now where Lina will start getting aggressive. He's got that level 6 up now. So that's 450 damage in one Laguna Blade. And he can easily start throwing out
Harton, he's being caught up there in the net. Beautiful spin coming out there from the Juggernaut. He does manage to negate that stun from the Earthshaker, but Fallen going on to Toki Wartooth. Another beautiful net coming through, but this Earthshaker is quite tanky. Does manage to get a stun up. Fallen's taking a lot of damage there from the tower. But yeah, yes, is going to fall. Torrent does misses, and Fallen, is he going to go down? Yes. Beautiful kill there going for Monkey D. Even though he died, the tower definitely helps him out there.
Yeah, it's a bit of gold. It's not much, but it's a bit. This Omen is enjoying his time. He's farming all the while. Every time the rune spawns, just sending his bear in to collect some bounties, and he just keeps on farming.
Oh, somebody just manages to stay alive. Does manage to pop the healing potion. But they're starting to shut down the Templar Assassin. He's not able to farm properly. He gets harassed constantly. But Fallen, he is now being chased into the Roshan pit. X marks the spot, is out. Beautiful little stun coming in from the Lina. There is no torrent, but Wonder is going to get it. Somebody did try to come and help. The reflection is activated. But it doesn't seem that he's going to be able to survive. One more hit. Stasis trap being dropped. And
there
he's
we go.
Down.
Double kill.
Double kill.
Double kill.
Double kill.
Meh, that's over it.
Alright, Morrow just trying to juke his way, but he's going to run back into the Earthshaker. He does get hexed up there by Frank. He doesn't have any mana available. He does have one magic stick, but the ulti coming in from Maru. Maru does try and...
one more stun needed. If you could land one more stun, that might have been the death of Juggernaut.
Yeah, Juggernaut almost went down there, but Earthshaker using those stuns, but Harton is there, quickly coming out, up, killing
two shots.
400 gold going to Harton.
Not taking any troubles, he's just gonna kill away and move on.
Okay.
Looks like we're gonna have some sort of party in the top lane.
Oh yeah, X marks the spot coming out. We do have the torrent as well, gets caught up in it. Oh, but the stun actually misses, mistime that one, and Shadow Shaman is gonna go down.
The damage was there, the stun not, but that was enough. The damage is all they needed, and it worked. Earthshaker now level 6. He's got that Echo Slam up, so he's also gonna start getting very, very dangerous when it comes to team fights.
Yeah, I feel that Juggernaut is overextending quite a bit. Toki Wartooth could have moved forward sooner. X marks the spot. Is that going to be followed up by a torrent? No, it doesn't seem so.
Nah, not needed. Not worth the mana.
TA once again in the mid lane being harassed quite hard, but now Fallen, he's coming in to try and turn the tide. That is the stasis trap going down, does slow down the Skywrath. Harton. Once again, Torrent coming out there from the Kunko. Toki Wartooth coming into the fray. Fallen has to give chase, but X marks the spot is there. He's just going to stand still. He knows it's over.
He knew he was going to die. Unfortunately, no mana on the side of Nibble Horde. They literally had no mana to do anything.
Oh, Vormeron's at the bottom lane. Going down.
Yes. That's why I hate Lone Druid. It's like Phantom Assassin, but just more cancerous.
No, it's a terrible hero to play against, especially if he picks up the Radiance.
Oh yes. Well, at this rate his farming is going actually quite well, so I believe he will probably go straight into Radiance.
That is a possibility. But we'll see how they progress here. I mean, he's got so much form at the moment. I mean, XP wise, leading at over 100 additional.
Nah, he's exactly where he wants to be. He's enjoying himself.
They're just creating so much space for him at the moment. And, yeah, not going to be easy to kill him.
Looking at that, Viper's only level 6 with Omen on that Lone Druid sitting at level 10. Something went wrong in this lane, and they can't bring that lane back.
Yeah, they did try to go on to Omen, but he juked his way through the tree line. He also had a group of creeps with him as well to block the way. So not really able to get to him. But I do feel that the side of Desolation they're trying too hard at the moment. They want to get those skills to get into the game, but every time they try and do that, they just get locked down.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't work for them.
Now Horton coming up to steal a bounty. He's not, or is he actually going to plant a ward? Yes, he is going to do that. But
Yeah,
Shadow
quick
Shaman
ward.
must have spotted that up.
Have the spyglass at hand.
They're looking for a kill, and they will probably find Frank if Frank doesn't watch out. They know that he's there, and they are pouncing.
Now, and Maru just getting an easy kill there onto the Earthshaker.
Oh,
Using that Blade Fury to try and avoid the stun, which he does successfully. But Frank, he's in a very bad spot. He's going to be caught out. Sentry Ward does go down. Gets slowed down.
Slow in
Token
front,
Ward 2's
X.
coming in. X marks the spot. That's a torrent coming in as well. Beautifully caught there. Ulti coming out there from Skyrat. But, oh, Frank does go down. Almost thought he was going to survive there. Vormeron's taking a lot of damage as well. But that... Oh, Vormeron's... Is he going to go down?
that's a lot of people.
Omen! Ah, Omen's going to fall.
Oh, and it's out. The bear's out.
Oh, poor bear.
On its last breath, it made it out.
Ah, it's
Well,
just-
that was
just a-
quick rotations from Desolation. That's something they didn't have the previous game. They were lacking that quick thinking rotations that kind of lost them a lot of heroes. And now this time, they turned it around and took down 2 supports easily.
No, but now they're rotating towards the mid lane. X marks the spot coming out again. That's a torrent being landed. Wonder is there. Oh, just look at all those magic damage.
That's
coming through.
damage. That's damage. So much damage. And that should result in a tier 1 mid falling.
Oh, X marks the spot as well as the ghost ship. Beautiful stun. That does land. Fallen does quickly use the ulti, but
so close.
not able to get down Fallen.
That was too close for comfort. Literally one attack was needed to secure the kill.
No, Slaughter was extremely lucky there. But he does have the Tranquil Boots, which does help him regenerate much quicker as well. But now Horton, he's going to pick up a haste rune. Is he going to give chase there onto the Templar Assassin? He does have vision on him, but
I
just look
wouldn't
at this
suggest
massive
it.
stack.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of gold.
Oh,
That is a possibility of a Desolator being done. Fallen is gonna fall this time.
oh, so much damage happening at the moment. Beautiful play there coming in there from the ES. Skyrat is still there. Beautiful little ghost ship coming through. Oh, that Chikiro just manages to avoid that with the Blade Fury. Does he have the ulti? Yes, he does. Not going to use that at the moment. Is he going to try go into Earthshaker? Yes, he does. Managing to get the kill there with the Omni Slash. Oh, Lina is still there, but oh! Quickly just stalked out there by the Templar Assassin, but now Skyrath, he is on the run, trying to get into the Roshan pit to deny himself.
Kill me!
Oh, double kill going to somebody. And oh, he's seeing the return of the side of Desolation at the moment.
Well, that was a fight that went wrong in so many ways. And in so many directions as well. Earthshaker missed his Echo Slam completely. He threw it as 2 other members of Desolation was TPing in, and it just didn't land. But Volmeron's in a lot of trouble now. He will fall by the hands of Kunkka.
Now, Toki Wartooth playing absolutely brilliantly.
And that will result in a tier 1 mid falling. Yo, this stack is scaring me, eh?
This is a massive, massive stack. Somebody's got a lot of work there deal with that.
Well,
but,
that's gonna be a complete desolator the second it's done.
Oh, that is the ghost ship coming through, but it is going to be a fail boat. And yeah, Kunkka is taking a lot of damage there. Vormeron's also helping out, but Maru is going to get the kill. Low coming out there. Now Lina, he's in a world of trouble. Maru is still there. He does have the Blade Fear available, as well as a healing ward that he can use if need be. He's going to try keep the team alive.
I think Maru already has more farm than he had the previous game on the PA. If I'm quickly looking at the net worth and looking at his farm.
Yeah, I think this is a completely different team Desolation that we're seeing at the moment. They're playing with a lot more confidence. They know what they need to do. They've got their support that's rotating with the carries, and it seems to be working for them. They might be losing some towers at the moment, but I mean, 17 to 14, 17 minutes in the game, definitely not that bad.
Yeah, they really, with only a 3k deficit at the moment, that's quite good to have at this moment. And we've got the Radiance done as well for Lone Druid. So that's going to get even more scarier when you see a Lone Druid pop up.
Yeah, I think this game's going to come down to maybe 1 or 2 team fights.
Oh yes.
Definitely, whoever's going to force those buybacks first, they've got their work cut out for them. They're going to have to kill the team twice, and then they've still got a chance to finish the game. So this is definitely going to come down to team battles.
No, I agree with you there, and it's going to make a difference. It's going to be, I'm saying, about 3 big team fights.
Yeah, Maru's taking a hell of a lot of damage there. That Radiance is working its way. Oh, and he does get rooted up. Easily dealing there with Maru. Fortunately, not much he can do, but now the whole rest of the team is coming in. We do have Viper that's there. Is he going to be rooted up there by the bear? Quick shot there. X marks the spot. So somebody getting a kill. Oh, but look at the damage coming through. Ghost ship as well. And that's a stun. And they're seeming to turn this fight around. Nibble is running through the side of Desolation.
There we go.
But Slaughter with a cheeky little kill on the Skyrath.
Oh, Slaughter has that blink dagger and he used it at a perfect time where everyone was in a bit of trouble. But that was bad initiation from the side of Desolation. They weren't there at the right time. They came into that fight one at a time, and TA is the only one that actually reaped the benefit of killing anything.
Yeah, I think that the Juggernaut TPing in there, maybe TP and have your team back you up, but I mean Desolation was so far from the Juggernaut, they weren't really able to get into it.
No, that's what I'm saying. They kind of went into that fight one at a time, and that costed them quite a lot.
This is now a 6k lead. 20 minutes in the game, 21-16. 3 minutes ago it was a bit of a different story, but it seems that Nibble realized that they need to finish this game, because the longer it lasts, the more Desolation is going to come back with those lucky kills. And I mean, the gold, the gold they're going to get from those lucky kills, that's going to help them a hell of a lot.
Yeah, and it's going to increase every time. Imagine you get a kill now onto Omen, for instance. How much do you think he's worth? 800? Maybe more now?
Yeah, it could be in that region. But
yeah.
Oh, quick jump onto
Frank.
Oh, he's not
that
able
poor
to go
Frank.
anywhere. Vormeron's taking a hell of a lot of damage.
Where is the damage?
Ghost ship coming in does miss on to Fallen though, but Maru's still going into the fight. Doki Wartooth is there now. Does have the torrent going up onto Viper, and all health is breaking loose. Beautiful ulti coming out there from the Lina to take out the Viper, and now, oh, Desolation is just scrambling.
Yeah, that was a very sloppy fight on both sides. And it's still continuing.
Oh, that X marks the spot, and the torrent catches the TA and the Slardar as well. Juggernaut's being silenced up, not much he can do. He does have the ulti available, and I'm sure that Nibble is very well aware of that, so they're just going to back away.
Basically, Lone Druid's just gonna turn around, start split pushing again, push out that bot lane, make sure it can do some sort of chip damage onto the tier 2 tower. Every little chip helps.
I mean, Omen
But
is going.
Yeah.
Omen is going for the assault Kuras now as well. So that's Ooh, this bear
That's
is
gonna
going
be
to
great.
hurt. Oh, they managed to catch Monkey D. That's the ghost ship coming through. Beautiful little stunt and torrent. Now Templar Assassin, he's in a world of trouble. Beautiful dust coming out there from Tokyo Wartooth, but Frank coming into the fray. Does get X marks spot off and the Hex. But yeah, Kunko is soaking up the damage. Does try to TP out. Is he? No, he's not going to be able to do that. Now they're turning out the fight onto Horton. Horton is taking a world of damage there, but now this bear. Just look at him tank up that damage. He does have the Radiance on him. And yeah.
No, the bear will unfortunately fall, and that's 30 seconds you can't fight without a bear. Or 20 seconds now. And you can't use a bear to fight at all. So this is actually the perfect time for Frank and Volmerons to actually push out this bot lane and get one more tower at least onto the name.
Yeah, the only downside is it doesn't matter where Desolation is fighting. There's always someone pushing out another lane, which is, you know, forcing them to go back. I mean, this tier 3 tower at the top lane's already taken a bit of damage. And that was from Lina. Monkey D jumping into the fray. Beautiful little kill. That is, oh, the Viper now as well going down. Horton coming in. And yeah. That times.
Okay. The bear in the middle of nowhere. I just saw a bear arrive at the last second.
This is a dangerous place here.
And once again, look at the split push. They focusing everyone for that bot tier 2 tower, while in the meantime, Omen here is literally pushing out top on his own with his bear, just using Radiance to farm in that bot lane.
Oh, we've got a rotation coming out there from Maru. Oh, but Fallen also jumping in there. But now Omen, he's in a world of trouble. The bear is there and the Radiance is going to start going to work. But Omen, oh, he's not going to survive.
Oh.
Monkey D with a very quick blink away. And just trapping
629.
somebody.
That's not right. Shame. I was sure it was worth more, seriously.
Oh, another torrent coming out there. But Desolation, they're not giving up on this one. Definitely not. Another stun going up onto Viper in the bottom lane. Oh, and they're going to manage to get him down. But now Shadow Shaman is there. Maru coming in as well. He does have the ulti. Fallen as well. X marks the spot going. And that's just going to pull the Kunkka back. Slardar, he's in a bit of trouble in the top lane though. Monkey D trying to smack away. But Fallen, he's trapped. He can't go anywhere. Monkey D is going to take advantage. And that is going to be the end. Oh, so much damage.
It's all over the map. They're fighting now in almost every lane, and in every lane Desolation is coming one step behind.
No, as I mentioned before, this is a whole new Desolation that we're seeing at the moment, coming from game number 1. Definitely the mind games that Nibble has been playing seems to be working against them.
And we've got a Manta Star now on the Juggernaut as well, just to try and help out with the pushing, sort of, I think, stop the push, to be honest. But it can also count against them if popped at the wrong time and Earthshake sees it.
Yeah, what I like to see now is that the Spirit Bear does have the Assault Kuros on him as well now. So, you know, he's going to be able to attack much
Yes.
quicker. The only thing that the Lone Druid needs now is basically an Agnum Scepter, and that makes his spear even more useful.
Well, if you get an Agnum Scepter now on Lone Druid, you basically have 2 heroes. So it's 5 versus 6 without any trouble.
Ooh,
But
it seems that,
Earthshaker might be in
Slaughter-
a world of
Yep,
trouble.
He is definitely gonna. Oh, look at that damage coming through there from the Templar Assassin. But yeah, X marks the spot. Are we gonna see a torrent coming through? Yes, it is gonna land. Beautiful stun coming out there from Wonder. Oh, look
Yes,
at the damage.
all that
Fallen
damage.
is still there.
Yeah.
Fallen now is being forced to go back. He does get Yule scepted up. Beautiful stun coming out from Horde and from Wonder as well. But oh, Nibble.
They're not done.
They're fighting as best they can. Desolation, Shadow Shaman, he's in trouble. Here's gonna go down. Mega kill going there to Wonder. And that's gonna be a hell of a lot of gold going to whoever is going to take him down.
To be honest, I feel Desolation made one major key mistake there. They got the double damage onto TA. Why not go take this bloody stack? Okay, what stack? Never mind, the stack's gone. I missed that part.
Falling asleep,
Shucks.
are we?
My
Shit.
bad. I didn't go for the stack. I looked a minute ago and I saw trees and I thought it looked like dragons. My bad.
I think you need
I
to stay away
had to
from
make
the
people
tick,
laugh,
brother.
okay?
Just stay away from the tick. Just don't go there anymore. It's not
But
working
it's
for you.
fun.
Oh, the
Juggernaut
Juggernaut
will
is in
fall.
trouble, but oh,
Yes.
he's gonna fall. Oh, that
Oh, one
damage.
more hit needed.
Toki War
I
to
just hear random
surviving.
boats.
Oh, Wonder, he's
Lena,
just,
relax.
taking
Relax,
all those
girl,
skills.
relax.
Her hair is on fire.
That bitch is on fire.
Oh god, I'm never gonna get a singing contract. Oh my god.
No.
I think they'll rather
That
pay me
makes
to
2
shut
of us
up.
at least.
They're gonna pay me to shut up, that's for definite.
Well, I can work for that as long as I get paid.
Right, the side of Nibble have got quite a bit of vision on the Dire side. They know exactly where the side of Desolation are, but Wonder, he is invisible. He's going to run up. Beautiful little Yule Scepter coming through. Toki War
Oh,
there as well,
blink.
but we do have a blink coming through now. Toki Wartooth, I think he did use the torrent. No, doesn't seem so.
I'm not completely sure.
No,
No,
I don't
I
think
think
he
he was just out of range to throw it.
No, they're forcing Desolation back into the base. Yeah. I still think that... Yes?
Looking at what I'm seeing so far, it's a struggle. Juggernaut's being forced to buy a Lincoln Sphere. Then you know it's not an easy game. When a Juggernaut's put in that position. Hello?
Yeah, it's become a pretty standard item for Juggernaut as of late. I mean,
Oh,
yeah, they're trying to get him, you know, as much immunity as possible, but
there we
yeah,
go.
767 gold, and that is going to go to the Templar Assassin.
That's a lot of gold.
Has got
Much needed gold.
yeah, has definitely got the Desolator and the Blink. Oh, but we've got another death. That's Slaughter.
They're just killing people left, right, and center at this moment. Everyone's dying.
Oh, he's dead.
Ward placements.
Yeah, ward
Just looking at these
placements.
wards here. Just, yeah.
No, they're pretty
perfect
much
next
at
to
the
each
same
other.
height, yeah.
And same almost directly on the same minute placed.
Interesting wards,
Yeah.
that one. I also like to put my wards on there.
I like it. It's a nice sneaky vision position. but I just find it funny that both teams almost at the exact same second place their awards there.
No, I definitely had the same idea. But yeah, look, it's difficult for Desolation at the moment, but I'm still not going to count them out. They are doing well. They are trying to keep up with the kill counter, but at the end of the day, it's not really the kills that matter. It's whoever takes the final tower. Somebody
yes.
quickly blinking up on to the Toki Wartooth. He does get Glimmer caved up, but oh, Maru and Fallen, they're going to try and battle it out. Omen, he's going to go into bear form to try and take it out, but it's not going to work. Beautiful torrent coming out.
Not going to be enough.
Not at all, but Grandpa Roshan is standing there. He's witnessing everything, so they might consider getting rid of all the witnesses. But they still want to go fight more. Oh, quick Evil Scepter.
We will see. I don't think they will go into Rosh right now, even though he witnessed all the massacres and everything. But Wonder will unfortunately fall for this. One witness less to worry about.
No, Desolation is trying to turn up the heat as much as possible. That's 3 euros down for the side of Nibble. They still have a monkey to deal with. He does have a Force Staff as well as a Blink Dagger. He is going to blink away. Fallen giving chase with the sprint. But Monkey D is not going to take any chances.
I know. Will they go for him? Yes. Last witness standing. Grandpa Rosh is now in a lot of trouble.
Grandpa Roshan's going to get a beating.
Or he's going to give a beating.
Oh, well, in this case, not everyone is there. Maru is going to actually try and go in there. He does have the Battle Fury as well as the Manta. Fallen now coming in. Beautiful quick bash there. That is popping the Lincolns. Does take the armor down, but look how this damage being dealt at the moment. But is this going to be fast enough? There is no contesting for Grandpa Roshan.
Yeah, looking like what we said earlier, this game is gonna end by basically 2 big team fights. And this team fight that Desolation just took actually shows it. They were at a 16k deficit and now they're only standing on 8k. Make it 7. Yeah, it's a big difference.
Yeah, they're definitely starting to make a comeback, but the first major fight is going to be before the buybacks happen. And the second major fight is when they basically die back. And I think that's what this game's going to come down to.
It's a dieback that's going to force them... It's either going to turn the game or going to... Yeah, you're going to end the game.
But only time will tell when that's going to happen. For now, both of these teams are trying to farm up as best they can. Omen Ayers is starting to build into the Agnum Scepter, which I thought he was actually going to do. It just makes the bear so much stronger. It's going to be able to push out the lane so much quicker, and they can basically just send the bear into a lane, let him push a lane, and everyone else in a different lane, forcing you know, the side of Desolation to go to where the teams are.
Yeah, it's gonna make a big difference because the bear is gonna be able to stay alive even though Lone Druid is dead. So he's going to be able to keep on pushing lanes or do what he needs to do to help the team out.
No, we do have a smoke up, but the bear's not there anymore. And that is the dangers of not having any proper wards. Yeah, the Radiant has had exactly the same idea, but neither of the two teams know where the other are.
Yeah, they had the same idea. They were hoping that people were farming, but instead all they find is a whole lot of emptiness.
It's very, very sad. They maybe tried to draw them out with the Viper in lane, but that didn't work. And yeah, Nibble's just going to decide to go and push up towards the top tower, forcing Desolation to come back.
But that's one thing I like about two teams that actually knows each other quite a bit. You will constantly see they will smoke up and sort of split in separate directions, but trying to do the same thing.
But this could possibly be a mistake for Nibble. You've got Lina now. He's been forced to come back. We've also got Earthshaker coming in as well. This Skywrath is going to TP in. So, oh, beautiful little Echo Slam coming out there from the Earthshaker. Beautiful stuns coming out. Earthshaker has been silenced up pretty much. TA is there. Maru, he's taking a bit of a beating, trying to spin it up. But look at the damage coming through. Skywrath Mage is in a world of trouble. He's actually going to fall. Now, this is where things become very, very dangerous for Nibble. Are they going to be able to defend this one? But no. Desolation, are they going to go for the tower? They do hesitate for a second there. They don't have the creeps, but it is coming in now. That tower is regenerating. And this is... Oh, they actually have a... Oh my word. Why did they do that?
They're buying time for Earthshaker and... Yeah, they're buying time basically. Oh no. Bad move.
That was the biggest mistake I think Nibble could have made. They used the Glyph of Fortification. Now there's nothing to defend that middle tower. They could have rather waited and used it then. But Desolation, they have another Glyph of Fortification. Using it now.
Well, Desolation are looking at their own base. This bear is pushing tier 3.
Oh well, on the side of
This bear
Desolation,
is gonna go for Rax.
Desolation's doing exactly the same thing. I don't see how this bear is going to outpush 4 or 5 euros, but now Nibble is going to try and turn the tide. Coming in once again, Vormons is taking the wall of damage. That's the ghost ship coming through, and yes, it is going to land. Viper is tanking up so much damage. He does use that Pipe of Insight. Oh, beautiful little plays coming out there. Shadow Shaman is going to go down. And is this
what a
Nibble?
save on that Rax.
Oh, they're going to go on to Maru now. Omen. Maru is going to turn around. Does use the Blade Fury. He does have the Omni Slash available.
He's also got Aegis available, so you don't really want to fight completely into him.
Oh, look at that. Harton taking the world of damage there. Beautifully silenced up there.
Oh!
Aegis of Immortal Fallen coming into play. Somebody as well. Quick little thinking there with the staff. But now Skywrath Mage, he's in trouble. He is going to fall down. You do have Omen that is still continuing to push that lane. Just using that bear to pull the creeps back. And the Radiance damage is doing a hell of a lot. Oh, quick Yule Scepter coming in there. Fallen is going to go on to Wonder. He does use that Shadow Blade, but he can still be spotted out. They are still going for it. Monkey is coming into the fray. Beautiful little stun up there onto the TA. And they're just not able to kill that Lina.
And this bear instantly back into lane, pushing out that tier, or the Rax in the top lane, trying to force them to back out, and he's actually got it done.
No, he keeps forcing the Templar Assassin, which does do a hell of a lot of damage, especially with the Desolator. Is now picking up the Hurricane Pike as well. Very, very nice item there for him.
Yeah, that gives you extra range, extra damage, and you can force off yourself in and out of trouble.
Still can't say who's actually going to take this game yet. I mean, Desolation and Nibble, they're giving it their all.
It's gonna be, like we said, 2 big team fights. So far, it's not been that big yet, but Desolation did make a great comeback in the form of bringing back, getting some kills, and actually kind of putting Nibble in a bit of a hard spot to be in.
I do like the Crimson Guard on Volmorons as well, that is playing the Viper at the moment. We do have the Blink as well as the 4-staff on that of Slardar. And just look at that, he's got a +1000 night vision. And that is helping them so much.
Yeah, that is crazy, because now he's basically seeing what he normally sees in a day. So that's going to give you extra vision, especially if there's an unknown enemy around the corner that's waiting for you, especially at night.
I wonder if Kunka's going to go for the plus 100 torrent AoE in the next level, rather than
I
going
would.
for the 25 strength.
I would. No matter what, that AoE makes so much of a difference. It actually works quite well. Alright, we've got a smoke up here, and this looks dangerous.
Oh, Toki Wartooth finding himself in a very bad situation, but just look at him run
got
as a
eyes.
little piggy. Beautiful little stun coming out there from ES to try and block them,
Oh.
but that's the ghost ship coming through, lands torrent as well. Toki Wartooth taking a lot of damage, but the ulti coming out there. That is Maru doing the ulti, trying to get more kills, but we do have the very first buyback. That is the Kunkka. Now, Skywrath Mage, he's also gone down. Is he going to be forced to buy back? They should be able to take this tower quite comfortably, but they don't have any
But
creeps.
once again, what do?
Oh, the damage coming out
Screw the
here.
rest, I'm taking Rax. He's sacrificing his bear for this. Oh, he's not even sacrificing him.
It's using the Savage Roar, and he's going to get the bear out. Nice play there from Omen.
That's a great play. Instantly forces the whole side of Desolation to fall back and try and sort of help the last remaining racks.
Oh, well, we've had the first buyback, and that is on Toki Wartooth. He's still got basically 7 minutes before he can buy back again. Also on Lena has got about 2 minutes remaining before she can buy back again.
And a lot of gold.
Plenty,
2 minutes and
plenty
a
gold.
lot of gold.
Ooh, plenty
For the side
gold.
of Desolation, they are quite ready to fight. If they lose a big team fight now, they can still buy back and bring it back.
Oh, quick fingers there from Omen. And he's just keeping that bear alive.
He's constantly doing it, sending the bear out into very dangerous, sticky situations, and instantly saves it within a split second.
Yeah, the one thing
But look at that bear. Look at his items. Got a Majolna. It's got the Assault Cuirass as well as the Radiance. This thing hits like a freaking truck.
Yeah, he definitely does do a lot of damage. But we might have some action here in the bot lane. Kunka is there, trying to actually get some vision. Does manage to get the ward down. And yeah, they do get spotted out. They know exactly what's coming. Toki Wartooth is there. Going to try and take that tower down very quickly. Quick blink in there from Sir Nobody, and that is a tier 2 tower that's going to go down. Are they going to actually try and force this fight? Everyone seems to be backing away, giving Templar Assassin the space needed, or to even try and bait them out. But it seems that Desolation is going to move backwards.
Yeah, with only TIE staying to actually fight, quick BKB activated jetpack, and sort of try and stay alive.
Yeah, nice play there
Smoke
from the
being
TA.
popped. Unfortunately, did not do enough damage to really show any progress. But in the meantime, Lone Druid is once again pushing out another lane.
Yeah, this game is definitely going to come down to a team fight. I think there's a quick tea break happening at the moment. Harton just pausing the game. A bit of lag coming through. But yeah, this game is still very close to call.
It's gonna be like we said, it's all gonna fall down to two big team fights, and how it's looking now, it can go either way. There's no definite winner at this moment for me.
Yeah, but if I dare say so, that Lone Druid is actually the new Nature's Prophet, able to split push those lanes very quickly, especially with the Agnum Scepter on the bear. He is able to attack now as well, and also it's acting up as
All
a
it-
ward.
Only thing Lone Druid actually needs more, that can actually benefit in the pushing power, is maybe a Necronomicon.
Ooh,
Put
that's a nice
Necronomicon
item.
3 on that bear and, well, what tower?
Yeah,
That's the question you will start asking. What tower?
sadness at times. But Slardar is invisible.
Oof,
Is he going to take
Fallen.
the chance?
He's just gonna scout it out.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Skywrath.
Necronomicon will work out quite well because you've got Slardar with a Shadow Blade up. You've got TA that's got Meld. And I think there's only one with Invis really. But it will actually benefit them quite a lot.
Oh, that bear's taking quite a bit of damage. Is he going to be able to get out? 3 more seconds, but yeah, it seems that the bear's actually going to fall now. But he should be able to summon him back.
Yep, bear's ready to summon once again.
Yep, there the bear comes through again. But if they kill the bear now, oh, he's going to have quite a wait for that bear to come through.
Oh yes, it's gonna be a while. Now, as a level 25 on Lone Druid, what would you take? Oh wait, fight coming in.
Ooh, they're going up onto Slardar. A lot of damage coming through. Frank is taking so much damage. Ghost ship coming through, but it is a fail boat. Monkey D, just look at him, melts away. Now they're trying to turn the fight, going up onto Horde, who is caught up in all of them. Triple kill going there tomorrow. Not going to be able to give chase, but the bear has actually been caught 2 seconds before he's able to blink, and yes, he's going to be able
It's
to
up.
get him out. And Omen back towards top. He's just going to try and push it out.
Yeah, he's got TP boot up and looks like he's buying his second TP boot for the bear. So they can try and sort of keep the bear alive as well.
No, I think it's just going to make it easier for him to actually get the split push much quicker.
No, like I said, the moment that Agnum Scepter is up, you're building for €2 and you're farming for 3.
Ooh, but they're going to go for Grandpa Roshan once again. I don't think they feel that he's had enough hiding. So they're just going to give him another one.
That
Couple
man.
of love taps.
I don't know, did you see the Epicenter intro? By any chance?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Go YouTube, Google or whatever. Epicenter 2018 intro. If you really want to see how... Alright, big fight coming out.
Oh,
I'll continue this later.
definitely Vormodon, so using that BKB very quickly. Slardar has actually been stunned up, but the Crimson Guard, Toki Wartooth, he gets hammered. And that bear now,
Rod,
this
the
is a
bear.
very dangerous position for Nibble to be in. This is the time now that Desolation need to take the bull by the horns. They need to push this lane out. They can go in 2 directions, push through both of these lanes. These racks can't really withstand them at the moment. One hit there from Maru. And this is Desolation coming back for another, maybe game 3. Maru, he's still got that
That's
Lincoln.
no Kunka.
Now, Kunkka still not able to buy back. 25 seconds though, then he'll be able to do so, but they're going for the tier 3 at the bottom lane. Kunkka should be back
Gonna
in
be
about,
too late.
20
Oh,
seconds.
big.
Oh, massive amounts of damage coming through. That is the Laguna Blade there from the Lina as well, but Maru is trying to smack away as best he can. Even the Shadow Shaman, but
That's
4
regen.
seconds.
Kill the freaking healing ward.
Wow, Maru just running around with it, but they're not going to be able to stop it. Somebody just gets away with no HP whatsoever. Skywrath Mage,
But
even himself getting
look
away.
what's going on here in the mid lane.
This Spirit Bear is doing so much work.
The shaman is just trying to keep him down. Unfortunately, Spirit Bear will fall.
And Kunkka, I think, yes, he has actually bought back.
But
Has he bought back? No, he hasn't. He actually
no,
waited it out.
he did not use it.
He
But
actually waited that
Earthshaker
one.
did buy back, as well as the Shadow Shaman. And Viper and Lina doesn't have buyback at all. So it's still 3 buybacks ready on each side. This is one tough game.
Most definitely.
But this is the type of game you were hoping to see. Not game 1, this, where anything can happen and either side can win.
Yeah, I'd love for it to go into a game 3. I think that's basically what everyone came for. Beautiful plays from both of these teams. And I can't wait to go psycho. Oh, look at that damage.
Well,
oh, quick
both
kickoff there.
down, Juggernaut gone.
Juggernaut does have the buyback, but a quick jump in there from Fallen and Sir Somebody. A lot of damage coming through it. That's going to be Kunkka that's going to fall. Dual Scepter coming out there onto the TA. Is he going to give chase? Yes, he is actually going to continue going for the chase. Quick little stun up coming there from the Lina and Fallen as well. Coming into the fray, but now Somebody, he's going to try smack away. He does still have the Hurricane Pike. No, he's actually... Oh,
my sack!
got Ages of
The
Immortal.
damage.
He's going to get back up, but oh, look at that melting. Reflection coming through. Oh, he is going to
There we
down.
go. Well, Earthshaker did fall.
Just thinking if Omen's actually going to risk it and go onto the Viper.
I wouldn't. That thing's tanky. Tank. Freaking a full pipe and the Crimson Guard. I think the only thing he can really do is try and force the creeps to kind of get into the base so they can start doing some form of tower damage.
No, this is bad for Desolation. This is exceptionally bad. Now the first buyback coming out there from the Templar Assassin. Frank coming in as well, and that's a beautiful little
Kunkka
motion
doesn't have
coming through.
buyback.
So Somebody trying to go onto Wonder. Vormerans is trying to back him up as much as he can, but at the same time in the bottom lane, Omen is just going for the racks. He's trying to get his team back into the game.
And he's getting it right. 1/2 a racks at a time.
Slowly but surely,
Well,
Nibble's working their way towards that one.
That was not bad. The Kunkka did buy back for the previous fight, yeah, close to the shrine, but that was not bad at all. Earthshaker, on the other hand, also down. He's got 4 minutes before buyback, but Kunkka is down for 6. So at this moment, they need to try either get their buybacks back up and ready, or they need to end this game. They've got the TA. If TA dies now, it should be game over.
The only thing with Kunkka, I think it was a little bit over hasty to actually do the buyback. Between the difference of his buyback and actual respawn time, I think it was something like 6 seconds or 10 seconds. So he could have actually waited. So it was a wasted buyback, in my opinion.
No. He literally just died and bought back instantly.
No, the previous
There
buyback
was
that he
his
had.
respawn. Oh yeah, the previous one beforehand, yes. There he kind of wasted it. Oh, that bear's in a lot of trouble now.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the bear will fall, and 40 seconds till the next bear is available.
Oh, this Maru is playing absolutely brilliantly, trying to get those skills up. It's got a butterfly up now as well. Could this be the end of Nibble?
They can still fight it. They've got buybacks ready, 3 of them.
Kunkka is
They just
there.
need to get that.
Oh, they're fighting with absolutely everything they've got, but Horton, he gets ulted there by Vormerans, but the BKB is activated and the Echo Slam's not going to do anything. Also stun. Oh, that's the Snake Wards coming through, and Earthshaker is caught up in that one. So much happening
that's
at the
close.
moment.
That's very close.
Desolation. There is no bear, but there the bear is coming in.
The bear is gonna push out. Screw that.
But yeah, it's not going to work. That bear's going to push too slow. Once again, beautiful little fight coming through. Buyback coming in there.
Buyback is coming through.
Maru just ulting away Omni slash absolutely everything that
yes!
he's got. He does a hell of a lot. There's another buyback coming in from the 4, but Skyrat I think has actually died back.
Yep, that's a dieback.
All in going on to Lina.
If Lina dies, it's over.
It's pretty much GG. Desolation.
This is Desolation making a great comeback. And GG's been called. Wow, what a game.
Definitely 56 minutes. And within a space of less than 5 minutes, Desolation actually turned that net worth lead that Nibble had into a 10k lead of their own. That was absolutely brilliantly played, and this is forcing it into game number 3.
Yeah,
wow.
That was really well played from Desolation, making a great comeback from a game that looked horrible for a moment.
Definitely. But yeah, I think we're going to take another short break, maybe 5 minutes or so. And then we're going to be back into the action. So do not go anywhere. It's myself, Lartre, and Shippy going into game number 3 with the boys of Nibble as well as Desolation. So do not go anywhere. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Essa pra coisa. Design, music, good music.
What are you doing?
Music recording, piece of shit.
Why are you recording me and commentating, you piece of shit?
Living comic.
Now I have to put the whole act on.
You don't need to.
Because now the stage is here.
Yeah, be yourself.
Hi,
this is why I
everybody.
didn't really want to have
Yeah,
this.
this is why. You don't have to raise your tempo of your voice to prove a point, but you can always still keep your own tempo, you know?
It's my tempo.
I told my mother this for years, but she never listened.
While we dancing out these wrong rules, slippery and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent humans, and I hope that we be equal. While we dancing out these wrong rules, slippery and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent humans, and I hope that we be equal.
I love how we try to ignore our problems. Time's not on our side, so why the fuck you speaking jargon? Am I jogging your memory, or you just high on ecstasy? Don't listen to this melody. I feel like the relics like L&D, but that's not relevant. Stop playing with too many elements. Man, that's the size of your melon head when you fell in it. Well done, that's a talent, kid. Please help me find my decency. I lost it along the way, or maybe I didn't have a kid. Suppose I gotta go back to this drawing board and look at my options. Like a locksmith in production, waiting for when lunches. Got a hunch, kid, that we're gonna rule this world in money. Yeah, see greed dripping from your eyes is stunning, yeah. Well, don't you motivate the kids and kick the dirt out? Instead you lead the herd that doesn't give a shit and soon will burn out. Turns out this is how my story goes and ends. In the backseat with my friends, might have swerve out.
While we dancing out those wrong rules, slippery and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent humans, and I hope that we be equal. While we dancing out those wrong rules, slippery and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent humans, and I hope that we be equal. We're checking sketchy cause we getting it. It's last rounds at the bar, looking empty for the dirty kids. I'm happy that we flipped it, kicked it cause we do it so well. We got each other, my brother, and you know I mean it. It's kinda crazy if you ask, more like a stroke of genius. From being arrested in town and almost losing mothers, and the chick from Botswana almost destroyed our lives. Good vibes, don't mind, we survived both of those times. We're checking sketchy cause we getting it. It's last rounds at the bar, looking empty for the dirty kids. I'm happy that we flipped it, kicked it cause we do it so well. We got each other, my brother, and you know I mean it. We're checking sketchy cause we getting it. It's last rounds at the bar, looking empty for the dirty kids. I'm happy that we flipped it, kicked it cause we do it so well. We got each other, my brother, and you know I mean it. While we dancing out those wrong rules, slippery and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent humans, and I hope that we be equal. While we dancing out those wrong rules, slippery and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent humans, and I hope that we be equal. While we dancing out those wrong rules, slippery and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent humans, and I hope that we be equal. While we dancing on those wrong rules, slippery and the strangers that we don't know. This is decent human beings, and I hope that we be equal.
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy Latre, sponsored by Karatech, coming to you live once again for game number 3, Ballistix Masters Desolation versus Nibble Horde. And it is game number 3, and I am super excited for this one. Can't wait for it to get going. Going to be a very awesome game.
Seconds. 5 seconds remaining. The Dire get a ban. Seconds. Radiant's turn to pick. Dire's turn to pick. Sack. Dire's turn to pick. Radiant's turn. Dusk.
Alright, and that is your first couple of picks tonight. That is the Leshrac, the Tusk, and the Gyrocopter. Interesting little picks here, so definitely changing things up a bit.
5 seconds remaining. Dire's ban now.
And that is Lion now being picked up by the side of Desolation. So it's going to be one of those games we definitely don't know which way it's going to go. Game number went to Nibble Horde. The second game went to Desolation. And this is the third and final game for tonight. So yeah, I don't think you want to miss any of the action. And fortunately, Shippy not able to join us in game 3, so it's going to be a solo cast, so hopefully I don't bore you guys to death. Looking at the current bounce out, we do have the Underlord as well as Beastmaster and the Razor being banned out. On the side of Nibble Horde, they've taken out the Juggernaut, Nature's Prophet, the Lifestealer and the Terrorblade, and currently waiting for Desolation to make their 4th ban. But I do like the Leshrac and the Lion pickups here from Desolation. Lion has got that stun as well as the burst damage coming from the Finger of Death. He is able to hex you up, but they're going to have to be careful for the Gyrocopter and the Tusk combination. Able to chop you into the ice wall and hopefully get a beautiful LT coming from the Gyrocopter with the call down. Void being banned out by Desolation. Still some time remaining for the ban out. There is obviously reserve time as such remaining as well. And that is the Zeus being taken out there by Horde.
10 seconds. 5 seconds remaining. Dire's turn to pick.
And yeah, Storm Spirit being taken out. And he's not gonna be playing in this match.
Seconds. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant's turn to pick.
Ooh, Warlock. Seems that Nibble is trying to play the lockdown game. Get everyone into a small area of the map and just try and utterly destroy them. Desolation has got to have a lot of movement space on the map, but the warding
Seconds remaining.
hopefully should be on the side of Nibble. They're gonna have to get it absolutely perfect. There's a lot of AoE damage coming from the side of Nibble Horde. And Desolation so far, with the exception of the Leshrac, a little bit of AoE damage coming out there. But Lion with that Finger of Death, once he picks up the Agnum Scepter, it's a different story though. Plus he's got a lower cooldown.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Ooh, the Tidehunter. Nice little pickup there from Desolation. But Ravage is going to cause so much disruption. But Warlock has got to time his ulti absolutely perfect. Get the upheaval down as well with the Shadow Word and the Fatal Bonds. So Warlock pretty much very heavily mana dependent, especially in the early stages of the game.
Radiant's turn to pick.
And that is the Sand King now being picked up by Nibble Horde. So definitely they're trying to cause a lot of lockdown at the moment, as I said before. They've got the Tusk and the Gyrocopter with the Warlock and the Sand King. I'm leaning towards maybe, I don't know, Shadow Fiend?
5 seconds remaining.
Shadow Fiend can work very well for Nibble Horde. But they can also go for the Obsidian Destroyer. That's also a very good option for them. If they want to, they can maybe even try pick up a Legion Commander. Could work very well in their favor as well. Just try and pick up on the Tidehunter as quick as possible. But yeah, they definitely need a hard carry at the moment.
Dyer's ban now.
Wind Ranger at your service.
Wind Ranger being picked up by Desolation. Quite a bit of stun coming out here. Wind Ranger is definitely going to be a problem for Nibble,
10 seconds.
especially up against a Warlock.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant's turn to ban.
Chaos Knight being banned out. Very, very nice ban there. Chaos Knight would definitely cause a lot of trouble for Horde. They could have even picked it up themselves. Would have been a very, very good pickup for them.
Radiant's turn to
And Lina now being taken out. So it's a final pickup from the side of Desolation. They've got the Leshrac, the Lion, the Tidehunter, and the Wind Ranger. Very little time remaining for them to decide what they're going to go for.
Five seconds remaining.
40 seconds remaining in the reserve time.
Dyer's turn to pick.
And they've decided to go for the main man, Sven. He hits like an absolute truck. But it's the Tinker that gets picked up for Nibble. So that is the Tusk, the Gyro, the Warlock, Sand King, Tinker going up against Leshrak, Lion, Tidehunter, Windranger, and finally Sven. And we'll be right back just after they join into the game. Ballistix Masters, game number 3, Desolation versus Nibble Horde. Do not go anywhere. You do not want to miss this. Right, and finally we are into game number 3. Having a quick look at the teams. On the side of Desolation, we have Sven being played by Maru, Lion by Frank. Then we have Windranger being played by Sir Somebody, Leshrak by Fallen, Tidehunter will be played by Vormorons. And on the other end of the map, we do have the Sand King being played by Monkey D, Tusk by Toki Wartooth, Tinker will be played by Wonder, Warlock is going to be played by Harton, and finally we've got Omen playing onto the Gyrocopter. So we might even have a early game engagement here. We do have the Lion and the Sven that is moving towards that bounty, but we have Tusk, the Warlock, who does have Shadow Word and a quick smoke coming out, so it seems that they are going to try and wrap around.
30 seconds to battle.
Sven playing very safe, standing close to the shrine. Got Lion coming in now as well, but Sven, he's going to quickly turn around, but he does get stunned up there by the Sand King. Now also Lion, he's going to get a beautiful stun of Shadow Word. Oh, but Sven, he's in a world of trouble. He does manage to get off a stun, but is that going to be enough? No. First Blood going to Toki Wartooth. Oh, sorry. First Blood going against Toki Wartooth. And the kill being picked up there. Oh, unfortunately. Maru is going to go down.
Got it. Bounty.
Oh, Warlock. Quick aggressive towards the Windranger. But we have Leshrak coming around. Does manage to slow down Harton. He's going to get body blocked. He's going to walk uphill, but somebody quickly with a wind run is going to try heal himself up, but he's going to go down. Not a smart play coming out there from the Warlock though, but good wraparound from the Leshrak to come and assist. Maru is just going to try and farm up best he can, but they are going to have to lock him down if they're going to avoid a late game Sven, and that's something you don't really want to play against. We do have Monkey D coming in. He stuns and then he gets stunned up by Frank. not really going to be able to use that sandstorm because this lion is just going to disrupt it all the time, and especially with the mana burn. But oh, Harton is going to go down in the top lane. Vormerons, he's going to tank it up. But not a very good lane for Sand King at the moment. I do feel that he should be stunned up pretty much all the time. He's going up against 2 stuns here. Oh, Fallen is actually caught in. Omen is there. Nice little stun coming through. Rocket Barrage as well. Oh, it does manage to stun up the Leshrac. Fatal Bonds coming through. Fallen is going to try run for his life, but he is going to go down. Now Vormerons is moving in, but he does decide to turn around as Frank also rotates in. So it's Monkey D going up one-on-one versus Maru in the bottom lane. Nice little stun. Still doesn't have the Sandstorm available. Does have the Mango though. Oh, it's a little bit too close to the tower. Monkey D is going to decide to go for this one, but at the top lane, once again, Vormerons, he's in a bit of trouble there. Last word coming out, does get caught up in that wall of ice, has to run all the way around, and he's going to go down. Tinker and Windranger in the mid lane going at each other. But Frank once again has come down to try and help Maru. Does get the mana burn. Not going to dedicate the stun yet. Fallen now coming into play. Quick stun onto the Sven. Oh, the Lion now turning that around. Fallen's there. Beautiful stun coming out there from the Leshrac. Going to try and body block. Beautiful stun from Maru. And this could be the end of Monkey D, which it is going to be. Maru is going to get a comfortable kill. Windranger taking a lot of damage. But Fallen is doing a lot of work with those rotations. Warlock, he himself taking some damage here from Vormerons. But Vormerons is starting to tank it up quite nicely. Oh. Turkey Wartooth, he might go down. Oh yes, he's going to go down. Fallen is going to get that kill, but now he's going to focus his attention on Wonder. Doesn't have much mana available, so he's just going to back away. Frank is just going to take as much mana as he possibly can. But now Vormerons, he's being chased down, doesn't have the Ravage available yet, he's only level 3. Going to try and run through the bushes, but Omen is going to try and keep as much vision, but Vormerons going to be able to TP out.
I'll take your tribute. Bottom is missing.
Monkey D just moving towards the lane, or the bush creeps rather, to try and get that lost levels back. Have a courier coming in, but yeah, look at the stacking coming out here from the Warlock. You have a smoke, and they're going to try go onto Tidehunter once again. He manages to get stunned up as well as in the ice wall, but nice little stun. They're going to try to turn this around. Leshrac's not scared to fight this one out. Oh, nice slow coming through again. Mana burn coming out there from the Lion. Another stun coming through. Leshrac, he's in a bit of trouble there. Rocket barrage coming through. Nice jump there from Tusk to try and avoid damage. Oh, but misses. But Lion is still going to go down to Horton. And in the mid lane, we've got Wind Ranger going up very close to the tower. But the tower is not going to cancel the HP regen. We do have some stacks happening here. Three stacks all in one. Nice farm here. And Omen should be happy with that. I think he should definitely level up that flak cannon more. It's just going to help him quite a bit. Bormora is currently level 4. I do have Sven on level 6, Tinker on level 7. Tinker in the base. Oh. I'm just going to start using the March of the Machines to get rid of any sort of creeps trying to push towards that tower.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Arton once again, he's going to continue with the pulls. Needs to be very careful here. If he does get caught out,
You get nothing.
out until already on level 5, almost going to go on level 6, but now Toki Wartooth stalking Frank, but at the same time he gets stalked there by Fallen. Does get slowed down. Beautiful little ice wall coming through. Frank does manage to get a nice little stun. Fallen, he's going to get his off as well. This could be the end of Toki Wartooth. He is being chased down quite nicely, trying to keep the vision up in the area, and yes, that's going to be Tusk that is going to go down, but at the same time Sven also went down there to Monkey D. Did use that epicenter as well.
Radiant's middle tower can't handle this daily.
Oh, nice little juke coming in from Monkey D. And now Omen is just going to farm those creeps. And that's going to help Horton as well. Maru's got 2 levels in the stun as well as 3 levels in that Great Cleave, but a beautiful stun coming through. Tusk just trying to snow boulder. I do apologize for that. Not entirely sure what exactly happened there. But we are back into the game. Fallen, he's being caught out there by the ice wall, but manages to turn around. But beautiful little save there from Tokyo Wartooth going on to fall, and that is the fatal bonds also attached. But Frank is taking damage as he's running, as well as the creeps behind him. Taking so much damage there. But Wind Ranger might find herself in a very difficult position now. So much gold. Once again, the snowball coming in. Sven is in the area as well. Has just deep it in. Has got the Mask of Madness up.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Hunter has got the mana boots. Is level 7 at the moment. Barton has got level 6 with that chaotic offering, waiting for anyone to make a move. Barton, I think, has spotted out Maru. They're going to go on to him now. He gets caught. That should be able to start fighting back. Does get the stun off, but it's just not enough. And he is going to fall. Nibble Horde starting to take control.
Radiant's bottom tower has rung its last bell.
Has still got the ulti available. Hasn't skilled anything in upheaval as yet.
Are Radiant using echolocation?
Somebody also now in the top lane.
Go for me.
He's going to go on to Harton. And yes, he should be able to get the kill. Oh! I don't think Harton actually managed to get his ulti down. He did try a Ravage coming out there from Walrons, going straight up onto Tinker. That could have possibly been a bad move for him. Nice little stun coming out there from Monkey D. Now, Walrons, he's trying to get away as quick as he possibly can. Monkey D has got 4 seconds before he can stun again. The epicenter is ready for him. Oh, but he actually misses. Gets hexed up there by Frank. Okay, Wartooth, he's in Viz. Frank's just going to stick around close to the tower. Well, as the smoke, we've got Tyranta coming in 88 seconds before the Ravage becomes available. He does decide to blink in there. Very, very bad mistake. Nice cooldown coming out there from Omen, and everything is going up onto Tyranta, and he's going to fall as well as the Lion. So very, very quick plays there as well as the Golem coming from the Warlock. And they're going to dedicate everything to try and get this tower down. Nice little stun as well as the epicenter coming through. So somebody's trying to run away. Fallen, hasn't taken much of that damage. Maru is there, spamps the God's strength, but quickly Sand King and Tusk, they're going to fall. Omen, he's going to try. Oh no, very, very bad mistake coming in from him. Double kill going there towards the Wind Ranger. Desolation have a chance to take game number 3, and are they going to take full advantage of this one? Maru's got the blink dagger.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is about to take the flood. What's this? Dire fortified their structures?
Flipper fortification being used. Has got that ever important observer and Sentry wards with him. Orton standing on the sideline, still doesn't have the upheaval available. I feel that's a quite useful spell there for Warlock. Especially if you've got the Fatal Bonds. You have a hero like Gyrocopter that's close by. Ormond has Ravage available. Somebody as well has got his ulti. Maru also with the God Strength, fallen with that Pulse Nova. A lot of magic damage coming through, so I do hope that the side of Nibble do consider picking up a Pipe of Insight, which could possibly help them. Things are not looking good for Nibble at the moment, only 17 minutes into the game. Maru's going to TP towards mid. Oh, they managed to catch out the Tusk. Oh, just look at them pop. Wonder is going to try and get away. It does seem that there are a bit of lag issues. I'm actually feeling it myself.
I'll take your tribute. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Monkey D is going to be happy with that one. Has taken up 200 health though. Gonna want to try and tank it out as much as he can. But Desolation has started taking control. They have so much free space on the map that they can utilize. Maru doesn't have that much mana, but he is close to the shrine. Frank also coming in. Somebody does have a haste rune.
Got it.
Haste.
Dire's bottom tower won't last long.
And they're starting to take these towers quite quickly though. Warlock has his ulti available. All doesn't have the upheaval.
Is about to flounder.
But he is going to walk into the sideline.
Dire's bottom tower is
Oh,
under attack.
Tusk making quick work of the Wind Ranger. Nice stun coming out there from the Sand King. Ravage from the Tyranta. Now, this is Sven. Sven's time to shine. That Golem is going to come down, but Sven's taking too much damage. He's actually going to fall down. Wonder is going to get a double kill. Fallen, he's being chased down as well. And Nibble coming back with a vengeance. That is an entire team wipe. They can now easily push towards that tier 3 tower. They do have the Golem that's able to do that for them. Just look at Tinker split pushing all the way. As they march down, they do have creeps. This ugly little Golem's got 19 seconds available. Quickly they make work of the creeps there. Brian coming out once again. And Tinker is just back to pushing the top lane. Monkey D, quick stun there. Ravage is not available, has been used. Quick roll in from Toki Wartooth, does get hexed up. Toki Wartooth, he's going to fall. Call down coming from the Gyro. Monkey D as well, he's going to use the Sandstorm, but he's standing way too close to that tower. And they're just forcing them to come and defend towers. And Tinker's just doing what he's good at, split pushing. Unfortunately, Nibble not able to take that tier 2 tower.
Dire's bottom tower is about to flounder. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Another tower going down. Maru building his way towards that BKB.
Dire's middle tower is drowning.
Oh, quick pause coming in.
I was practicing my back.
Yeah, seems that there might be a little bit of an issue with the servers though. And Monkey D has joined us again. Visibility being used there by the Wind Ranger.
Gold for me.
Harton, 3 seconds before the golem is available. Ooh, Harton might find himself in a difficult position. But yeah, Ice Bath being used. But oh no. Going to try and jump on it. Harton taking so much damage, but a Walrus Punch coming through. Nice little stun there from Monkey D. That's Pulse. Oh, Epicenter doing so much damage, and finally the upheaval is being used. Quickly try to disable the Warlock, but oh, juked his way out of that one. And they should take full advantage of this right now. Push the lane out, get that tier 2. It was a very, very good play there from Nibble. Not using that golem to actually push out the lane. Not entirely sure where the Warlock is on his way to.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh no.
Dire's middle tower is under pressure. Bottom tower has fallen.
Warmorons, he is going to get stunned up. Does have the Ravage. Oh, Warlock actually gets spinned, but Monkey D is there to defend. Call down coming down from Gyrocopter, but Tidehunter is going to fall. Tokyo Wartooth is going to make easy work there of the Wind Ranger, and beautiful slow coming out. Maru's not going to be able to do it. And this, are they going to actually force the buybacks coming through? Doesn't seem that there's much buyback, so they should be able to take this tower. They've only got Fallen to contend with. We very, very low HP creeps. Omen is there, but they do jump onto the Leshrac. Frank. Oh, just manages to survive. Tidehunter doesn't have the Ravage. Omen is still there. They're still able to make use of their spells and the damage. Toki Wartooth taking that tower. Oh, just look at this damage. Upheaval once again. But Maru is going to come in like an absolute truck. And they're just going to back away.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Smart money.
Maru almost has enough for that BKB. And Tinker's just pushing away with those March of the Machines. But Wind Ranger, he's going to be able to farm this quite nicely. Monkey D just playing with Warlock, four-staffing him forward. Oh, yeah, using the scan, but it just misses. I don't think they've spotted out Lion coming in either. But we do have that Blink Dagger on Monkey D, playing on the Sand King. And yeah, that's all that the Tinker is going to be able to do there. And Maru is just going to enjoy the farm. It seems we have an engagement here in the mid lane. Ravage does come out there from Volmarons, trying to absolutely murderize. But yeah, unfortunately it seems that Nibble is going to be able to go through that. Sven is only just coming in. He's got the BKB up, but he's not going to be able to do much. Monkey D coming in with a beautiful body block, and that's the upheaval as well. And now they're going to be able to comfortably take this tower after a complete team wipe. Going to be able to push this second tier tower now as well. Are they going to go for the mid-racks? Only Lion that they need to contend with. He's only going to be able to finger one person. It sounds super bad, but that's how the cookie crumbles. But they're going to decide to go for the racks instead. Nice little stun up. That upheaval is definitely what the side of Nibble needed. As I mentioned previously, it just slows them down so much. But somebody quickly blinking in there. Another cooldown coming through, but oh, the damage is just too real. You have a Sentry Ward in the base, but the Rax has fallen. And also does the Lion. They might now consider going for this Shrine. Yep, does seem that they're going to do that. Gyrocopter already has that Agnum Scepter up. Got a 21,000 team net worth, 28 minutes into the game. And Tinker's just having a ball of a time. Seven seconds before Ravage becomes available. That is when Tide Hunter is at his most dangerous. 24 seconds for the Warlock. Scans coming out. Have been spotted out. But Nibble has completely drawn back to their own half of the map. Maybe trying to set up. Do they want to go for the Roshan? Is a possibility. I think it's just going to bounce around this map. We do have the golems up for Warlock. As well as the epicenter there for Monkey D. And he just, Wind Ranger just keeps checking Roshan. See if anyone's there. Maru going for the Crystallis. Smoke up.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Ooh, Sven could possibly run into this one. Oh, they just gave themselves away. Well, they're just baiting quite heavily. Maru realizes this and he's not going to go up the hill.
They're trying to bring down Radiant's top tower.
Tower, it's actually taking quite a bit of damage there. 2 meat wagons to deal with.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Maru coming in. Woman does have the blink dagger available.
Radiant's top tower
Tinker once again there, and the tower is going to go down.
fallen.
Making quick work of those shrine.
Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
And now they're going to go for Roshan. Don't have that much vision with the exception of a little ward here. Scans have been used. Gonna go to Omen. He's gonna pick that up. Has got the cooldown as well as the flak cannon and the rocket barrages. And the homing missile. And he's got an additional little gun. Got the butterfly up as well. The splash damage might just be enough to actually take him out. That's going to be coming in the form of Maru on the Sven. It is working. Got the blink dagger, so Warlock has to stay back. Maru just waiting for that perfect opportunity. That's a stun going up onto the Lion. The ward being taken out very quickly, but Wind Ranger jumping on that one. Glimmer Cape being used. And that's Tusk. He's just going to go in. He gets quickly hexed up there. That's a Warlock that actually dies there. Now the Tusk is also going to go. Maru's still there. He does get stunned up there. It doesn't seem that they're going to be able to take the hill yet. Still have the epicenter on the Sand King.
Where's my pension?
Ooh, and that is an invis. Finger of Death available there on to Lion.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Gyrocopter is just going to enjoy this little lane here. Omen should easily be able to get into the base once again. He's only going up against the Tide Hunter. It's not really going to provide that much resistance, especially against the Gyrocopter with a butterfly. And Tokyo Wartooth notices he gets slowed up. Doesn't have a ward on him at the moment. But oh, nice little ice wall coming through, but Maru quickly jumping in there. Epicenter being used. Somebody trying to fight it out as best he can, but oh, Maru just making quick work. Wonder is in a world of trouble. Quickly refreshes and blinks out. Tokyo Wartooth now setting his sights on tomorrow. Beautiful little Eel Scepter coming through. Does get the snowball as well, but that guard string should work off pretty soon. Beautiful ulti coming in there, as well as the upheaval there from the Warlock. Warmorons is in a world of trouble, but he is going to go down, and Maru as well wants the kill going towards Wonder, and once again they should be able to easily push towards that mid tier 3 and Rax. 4 euros down for the side of Desolation. This is not the position that they want to find themselves in at the moment. But Golem is just going to move forward. Nice little stun coming out there from Fallen. He's the only one still being able to defend. 14 seconds on the Lion. That should be able to hopefully try and stun them away or use a finger of death, but the Clipper fortification is now currently being used, trying to save as much time as possible. We do have the Ravage onto the Tidehunter, but Leshrak, he is going to fall. They need to focus their attention on that tier 3 tower and try get it out as best they can. Tidehunter is coming in, he gets the Ravage off, but that tower should still go down. But oh, look at the damage coming through, and Gyrocopter manages to actually stay alive as long as possible, but the cooldown is coming through. Monkey D, he's trying to sandstorm his way, and he is going to blink out. Omen manages to get a kill. He is beyond godlike. Maru coming in. Godstring should work out anytime soon, which it does. Now he's going to try and fight it out, but Tusk manages to survive the stun. Beautiful epicenter coming in there from the Sand King, and this is absolutely going so wrong for the side of Desolation. They cannot come back from this one. Another kill and almost a team wipe. Only 1 euro remaining. They need to focus everything they've got. But yes, they're going to go for the Rax once again. But that's a quick buyback coming in from the Tidehunter. This could be a dieback to him. Upheaval going on to once again. Nice save coming in from the Tusk. Wind Ranger being caught, as well as the cooldown coming in. Everything is not the way that it's supposed to be for the side of Desolation. Vormorons does get stunned up, and somebody is going to go down. Quick buyback once again from the Witch Doctor, or my mistake, the Wind Ranger. Vormorons once again jumping in there. He has just brought back, so if he's going to die now, this is not where they want to be right now. Surprised they have not called GG yet. They're trying to defend it as best they can. Godlike once again to Omen, but the Tinker and the Sand King. Sand King's going to buy back. So much happening at the moment, and this Toki Wartooth is all over, jumping around. Finger of Death does come out there from Frank, but not enough to kill Tusk. Fallen actually gets the kill there. And this is pretty much GG, and the win is going to go towards Nibble Esports, who played exceptionally well. 38 minutes into the game, 29-51. Nibble Horde take the series 2-1, and Desolation